Welcome, welcome. One and all in one. We are back. Danganronpa V3. Let's hop right back into it right away. Wonderful. Here we are. Fun times, fun times. Oh, another day of deadly times. We have now popped into the investigation. We have now just learned that Ryoma is dead, unfortunately. That being said, I wasn't too surprised about it. I didn't know about it, but I think out of everyone, him dying was kind of foretold a little bit. He definitely didn't give it away that he wouldn't mind dying, so if it was Kaito now here, I'd be sadder. It wasn't. And for all we know, Ryoma might have been dead before we necessarily saw him get eaten by piranhas. That typically happens if you're, I don't know, he looked like he was unconscious or already dead, and he was underwater, not moving. So typically if you're underwater, not moving, you're probably, and if you don't think you're going to be underwater, you'd either be alert or you're kind of dead. So we will see what happens. Hey, Suriche, you got a sec? Huh? What's wrong?
I mean,
before we start the investigation, there's something I gotta tell you.
alright.
You're my sidekick from now on. Huh? Your sidekick? Huh?
You know,
I'm more of a scientist kind of guy, so I'm not really cut out for investigations. But that's a good quality to have for an investigation.
listen up.
Plus, the only stage fit for Kaito Momoda, Luminary of the Stars, is the universe itself. So, I'll leave the details to you. Pave the path for my success. No. But no? No. Why am no I'm there's a murder that just happened. Why am I prioritizing your success? No. I disagree. But I don't know what to do as a sidekick.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I'll make all the tough calls. So you just gotta do what I say. He loves to make decisions on his own, doesn't he?
I mean,
So
leave it to me.
I'll take full responsibility. Since you're my sidekick, there's nothing to worry about. Huh? Yeah, I'm confused too. Alright, let's get started. First, we gotta check the Monokuma file.
Okay.
Yeah, huh? You're correct. Kaido making me a sidekick like this. Could it be? Could it be what? Today's taken. I had. Nobody could. People could see my mouse. No. That's because I didn't click on the actual game. I wasn't playing in the actual game. Lovely. I can't step. Whoops. I'm scared. I try hard not to be, but I'm scared. I can't stop thinking about the pain and sadness that comes if I reveal the truth. That's what I'm afraid of. Is he trying? I was about to say cheer me up, but I guess help me. Cheering up is a kind of helping, so there you go.
Hey!
Hey, what's the matter? Let's check the Monokuma file already. Right. At Kaido's behest, I looked over the Monokuma file. The victim is Ryoma Hoshi, the ultimate tennis pro. I don't think we saw his chain on his leg. We only saw the handcuffs on his hands, if I'm not wrong. The body was discovered in the gym. Yeah, we have the handcuffs. What is this? The cause of death was drowning. So it wasn't even the piranhas. Okay, his body was consumed by piranhas until only bones remained. And handcuffs. No other injuries can be confirmed at this time. So there might have been, but Doesn't seem like it.
Come on.
Okay, so I was
man.
right, in which he was dead beforehand, but... Huh. Okay.
What? There's less written here than before. I've got a bad feeling about this.
They usually leave out very important things. Exactly, the time of death isn't written here. Yep. Well, I mean, it's a drowning. Everybody, I'm assuming here at the current moment, thinks that, oh no, he died because of the piranhas.
Remember,
The previous Monokuma file indicated Rantaro's time of death, correct? I can't remember right off. I'm assuming it does. Victim's body was discovered in the library. Yeah, estimated time of death is 9:10. Victim was subjected to blunt force trauma to the back of the skull, resulting in cranial fractures and immediate death. Unfortunately, drowning usually isn't immediate, so that's unfortunate. But the Monokuma file this time doesn't indicate a time of death.
Did Monokuma mess up?
no.
No, this was intentional. Monokuma told us that he wouldn't give us any information that would reveal the culprit.
But
Thinking about it that way, it implies that the information would be damning evidence for the culprit.
So, that means the key to this case is the time of death.
At least this time they spell it out for you before you get in the class trial, and they just like shove it in your face where it's just like, I wonder, why was this be relevant?
Ha! There you go. I knew I picked a good sidekick.
Uh-huh. There's one more thing in the Monokuma file that catches my eye. Cause of death, yep. It says drowning, but if that's the case, we might be able to unravel the case from there. Monokuma file 2 has been added.
All right.
Now that we're done with the Monokuma file, we can get started on the investigation. My first command to my new sidekick is
Do you have to command me?
investigate everywhere and find clues that will lead us to the culprit.
He's pretty commanding, as I expected. Is the hope anything? No? Cool. I should investigate the stage. I'm interested in the curtain. There's a curtain covering it, but I believe there's a window on the other side.
What's the matter?
You want to check that window out?
Okay.
Yeah, but...
Oh, it's too high up to reach, huh? Yeah, it is pretty high. Even higher than the Piranha Tank.
Higher than the Piranha Tank.
Yeah.
That's right. There was a ladder next to the stage. I'll go get it.
Why was that a key thing, higher than the Piranha Tank? I'm sure that'll come in important later. Kaido quickly headed off to the stage. He returned carrying the ladder that was set up beside the stage over his shoulder.
Hey, so
But, shouldn't the sidekick be the one bringing the ladder?
thank you.
Dude, calm down. Yeah, I suppose so. Thank you. After setting up the ladder on top of the stage, I climbed up the rungs.
You can just barely reach the window with this. And if you open the curtain... Oh, the window is open.
Oh,
If the window's open, does that mean the culprit used it?
probably. Okay, so the pool's important. The culprit may have gone in and out through this window.
So what's on the other side of the window?
I can't see much. But I think it's the pool.
It's definitely the pool. Okay. So if the curtain is higher than the tank, then that means they could have slipped under the curtain behind the tank. Nobody would have seen, and put the body in from back there.
Pool, huh? I heard we had one here somewhere.
We haven't even checked it out yet.
All right, let's check it out later. The culprit probably went through there.
Oh, wait. What is this?
What's up?
Nothing. It just looks like marks on the window frame.
The window frame has distinct abrasions, perhaps scratched by something. Rope? Metal cord? Grappling? No. Abrasions. They're diagonal. I don't know. This might be related to the case. I should remember it. Oh, I bet it is. Typically, we use pretty much everything that we get. I climb down from the ladder to the stage.
Hey!
You done investigating the window? Then I'll go put the ladder back.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be great. Thank you, Kaido.
Jeez.
Shouldn't the sidekick be doing this?
He complained, but he still put the ladder back for me. Ventilation system is nothing. Let's look at the Piranha Tank. When I stood on stage and looked up, the Piranha Tank was directly overhead. It was set up so that the bottom would open when the timer had reached 0. The bottom is open now, and the tank is empty. It doesn't look as though it has a lid. I can see the ceiling straight through. Okay. Okay. And only the front side is glass. The other sides are made of wood. So the Piranha Tank had no lid. And only the front was made of glass.
Hey, so
I don't know what that means, but okay. I mean, I don't know how that relates. I know exactly what that means, but I don't know how that relates.
Oh yeah, that tank was from Himiko's research lab.
Hey, Kaito, you helped carry supplies for the show, right?
got it.
Yeah, me, Kibo, Himiko, and Enji. It was a lot of work. But I just helped carry it. I wonder how they hung it from there.
You know,
It was a heavy tank full of water and piranhas. It couldn't have been easy to lift.
It seems this is where the lighting batten for this gym is attached. Ah, Kurumi.
It seems as if
The control panel on the side of the stage allows you to raise and lower the batten. It seems they lowered the batten, attached the Piranha Tank to it, then raised it again.
Huh, I never knew lighting. Whoops. Battens were sturdy enough to lift a tank like that.
Since it was built to lift heavy objects, it is probably quite sturdy. Okay. Really? This was all you wanted to investigate on stage, not the timer? You didn't want to talk to... Okay.
We're all done here? Then let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Are you gonna kick me out? Okay, I wanted to talk to... Those are the handcuffs back there. It's a large water tank from the escape trick. The glass is broken. It's in bad shape.
come on, man.
Did you guys really need to break the glass? Everything's soaked now.
But
Well, if we had left Ryoma's body there, we wouldn't have been able to investigate.
That's right.
I guess it would have taken way too long to just empty the whole tank with a bucket.
okay.
It was a lot of cleanup, but at least we can investigate the tank now. There might be a clue around here. I should take a closer
Got
look.
it.
There are two things that interest me immediately. You guys broke the glass. Why are the piranhas just stuffed in there? Some of them don't even have water. What are you doing? Because we broke the glass, there isn't much of anything left in the tank. But I should investigate the area thoroughly. There's bound to be something. So the glass panel and the handcuffs are what attack my attention. We'll do this first. There's a square pane of glass at the bottom of the water tank. Doesn't look like a broken piece. The other fragments are far more random than this. It's nearly impossible for the broken water tank to produce such a perfect square of glass. Did it fall from the Piranha Tank? Or did it come from... Then what exactly is this pane? Maybe the Piranha Tank was supposed to have a lid, and that's the lid? This is what I'm interested in, though. Handcuffs? Why are there handcuffs here? Still locked, and there are small scratches on them. Okay, interesting. Cuffs appear to be stainless steel, so not too hard to scratch. They must have been scraping against something hard or sharp. Okay, so my current theory is there was like a metal rope, metal cord that was hanging from the Ultimate Caregiver's room over to the window in the gym, and Ryoma's was put in handcuffs, hung from that, slid across down to the tank, but then that doesn't make sense as to why he would have gotten off of that at that point, or why he drowned, so I don't know.
What are those handcuffs? Were they in the tank?
Yes.
But I've never seen handcuffs in the warehouse. Where'd they come from?
Probably from the magic room. That's true, there weren't any in the warehouse, so where did they? Probably from the magic room. If they weren't in the warehouse, another place that might have handcuffs is... Could it be he's a prison? Well, I mean, he was. Ryoma's lab wasn't just for the Ultimate Tennis Pro, but also for the Ultimate He was the Ultimate Prison? What? So perhaps some element of that was in his lab as well. He wasn't the Ultimate Prisoner. Was he? No. Bucket. Piranhas. It's a bucket full of piranhas. Gonta said that he picked up all the piranhas and put them here. Can't believe Gonta would do that with his bare hair. Yeah, I can.
When I think that Ryoma is inside their stomachs, I don't even feel like eating them.
You felt like eating them in the first place? Why would you even... Yeah, exactly.
Only the strong can survive in this world that Atwa has created.
Amen.
The least we can do is pray for Ryoma's soul so that he may enter Atwa's kingdom.
Come on, man.
Very kinky. Hello, Day of August. How's it going?
Can he really go there looking like this?
But...
Those piranhas sure were a miraculous mystery. Maybe Atwa is behind those videos too.
Very kinky. Very, very kinky.
Huh?
Apparently he's the Ultimate Prisoner. This is the first time I've ever heard of that. I wouldn't really call him the Ultimate Prisoner. If anything, he wouldn't be the Ultimate Murderer. Ultimate Revenge person for Mafia-related stuff? I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to check out the tennis's room to see if there was prisoner stuff in there. Are the robots guards? I'm confused. There has to be something with the robots. The robots were too big and I couldn't investigate them. It's a shame. What are you talking about?
I noticed this right as the show started.
What a surprise!
I feel like there are more piranhas today than yesterday when we were preparing.
No.
More piranhas.
What? Do they multiply overnight? There's no way they can reproduce that fast.
You are correct.
But compared to yesterday, the piranhas looked super crammed into that tank.
Oh, so they looked more crammed together. Maybe something else is in that tank
Dear.
and hiding something.
The water was too murky.
Yeah, exactly.
So I couldn't tell how many more piranhas were there. How many more piranhas there were?
Oh my!
When I was originally playing through this, I did think that there might be something hidden in the tank. But I could only see piranhas, and I couldn't tell what, and I still don't know what could be hidden in the tank, because if Ryoma was in the tank, he would have already been dead. But we saw his body. Well, I mean, he was already dead, but we should have seen his body. I don't know. Not his bones. If he was in the tank, the piranhas would have already eaten him.
But anyway, it was super crammed.
What a surprise!
Yes, we get it.
Thank you. Thank you, my friend. I'm glad you're not dead. More piranhas than yesterday. There might be something to that. My day has been half decent. Well, so, what is the one common denominator between Fahrenheit and Celsius? Do you know? One common denominator, aside from like temperature and degrees, is the temperature in which both of them, whether in Celsius or Fahrenheit, it is the same temperature. That temperature is -40. The reason I bring this up is because where I am, the temperature wasn't -40, but temperature plus wind chill made it below -40, and my car didn't start, and I just had a hassle. It was not fun. Not fun. But here we made it to the end of the day. It's fine. I can never take Ryoma's death seriously because the piranha eating animation is so ridiculous. It is a bit ridiculous. I don't know. I didn't really have too much in the way of attachment to Ryoma. Just because he was already saying, like, yeah, I'm already committed, and I'm like, I'm gonna die at some point. So it's just like, okay, cool. He's probably gonna die. Yes, with wind chill. With wind chill. That being said, where I am tomorrow and Thursday, it's gonna be -32 without wind chill. So, it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have a fun time. This is what I call fun. Wonderful. It's still cold. I don't know what's gonna be with wind chill. I kind of really don't want to know. I'm not even gonna try my car. I was 45 minutes late to work because I had to boost my car and just, I need a new battery. Yada, yada, yada. We're having fun. We're forgetting about the day here anyways. It's fine. Grand Piranhas. Let's look at his belongings. We're not gonna find... Wait, there's a crack in his skull. I just felt that was decoration before. Maybe that's actually gotta have something to do with something. Ryoma's belongings are all gathered together. His clothes, his monopad, and the key to his room. That's it. If we use this key, we can investigate his room. Good idea.
Huh? What's his room to investigate?
Well, here's the thing. That's why you're the sidekick, not me. We need to figure out everything about this case, and there might be some... We don't know if there's anything in his room, but it's the victim's room, so may as well check it out.
Remember.
Oh yeah, that too. Never mind. I'm crazy. It's fine. Yes, it is a quick road to a humanized skull. These temperatures? Not fun. Not fun. Not fun at all. We should find out whose video Ryoma had. Oh, that's true.
Then, you think Ryoma was killed because of that video?
I mean, it's very strong possibility that motive videos had something to do with it. That being said, I don't really know if anybody even saw their own. I mean, I think we can assume that somebody did, but
No.
I can't say for certain, but we should check just in case. Although he might have had my video. If that were the case, I might be a suspect. Well, no point in thinking about that now. Foreshadowing, question mark? Ryoma's body is nothing more than a skeleton now. Not even a shadow of what he was. He kinda seemed dead inside. And look, he's dead inside. Jokes. Haha. That's sad. Anyways.
What the heck is this? Hey, is this really Ryoma?
You weren't in the gym at the time of the magic show, so I guess you don't know, but yes.
I didn't see the moment it happened, so I can't believe it.
That's right, everybody who wasn't here at the moment it happened is suspicious. Because maybe. However, it could also be someone who was here at the moment. I don't know. I'm certain of it.
Remember.
What do you mean, remember? He wasn't here. Everyone watching the show witnessed it. We saw Ryoma becoming nothing but bones. Ryoma. Perfect.
I can't believe he died in such a gruesome way.
I mean, he didn't die by that. He died by drowning, but still drowning is pretty gruesome.
Well,
the water filled the blood so fast. We didn't see the whole thing, thankfully. But this skeleton is unmistakably Ryoma's.
I know he wanted to die, but he didn't have to actually go and do it.
No.
No, I don't think that's right, Kaido. Ryoma wasn't trying to die. He said as much. He was jealous of us, who wanted to live.
Huh?
Oh, what do you mean he was jealous?
I'm positive that Ryoma wanted to join us. That's why he needed a reason to live. So that he could have the same feelings we do. So that he could have the reason to keep going. To fight alongside us.
Then, he was a real idiot. Who cares if you don't have a reason to live? Can't your reason for living be something simple, like good food or your friends?
Exactly, it can be.
Damn it, that idiot!
Okay, no, the crack in the skull is just for effect. Okay, I was right the first time. I guess I'll talk to absolutely everyone. Get out to the window. Near the water tank. What? No, okay, I looked at that. Never mind. Yes, I have to talk to each and every single person. Cool.
How can this be?
Gonta could have saved him. No, Gonta should have saved him.
True. Gonta could have seen into the tank before everybody else did. Gonta, what's wrong?
When piranhas attacked Ryoma, if Gonta had dived into the tank, then Gonta could help Ryoma. But Gonta got scared. Too scared to do anything.
Gonta, idiot.
Gonta really sorry.
Come on, man.
Matt shouldn't apologize, so he...
That's... No. Just apologize. How dare you? What do you mean?
And even if you had jumped in, they would have just eaten you too.
That's true.
Unless you summoned bugs. Then they would have run away. And from what I read in the Monokuma file, you couldn't have saved him anyway, Gonta.
Really? Does it say that in Monokuma file?
You know,
You...
Haven't even read the Monokuma file yet?
Gonta not smart.
Oh, Gonta not really understand it. Gonta not smart enough to be helped.
Well, that's not true. You can be a help.
What are you talking about? If you got time to apologize, you've got time to read the file. If you think you can't help, then work till you can. That's what you can do.
You're right.
That's right, Gonta. You're a huge help. There's some information that only you know after all. Exactly what happened before the curtain was opened.
Information. Only Gonta know.
Remember,
During the show, you went up on stage. I remember. That was about 20 seconds before the piranhas dropped, right?
Yeah, because Gonta worry about Himiko.
could it be?
Did you see inside the tank? Did you see Himiko or Ryoma?
No.
Oh, Gonta see no one in tank. Gonta kinda surprised.
Come on, show us what you saw.
Oh, you can't do that. We're still in the middle of the show.
But if Gonta do nothing, Himiko get eaten by piranha, huh?
Yes, what did you see?
But you know,
But when the piranhas were dropped and the curtains opened, Ryoma's in the tank, right?
Yeah, that right.
so...
Then, when did Ryoma get in there? Didn't see it happen?
Oh, Gonta see.
Okay. But then that doesn't make sense. Okay, so it could have... Unless the timing was absolutely immaculate. The timing had to have been absolutely immaculate. And then Ryoma got dropped into the piranha tank before the piranha tank opened, but like not even a second before it opened. Like less than a second before it opened. And then the piranha tank opened, and then Ryoma, along with the piranhas, all dropped in. I guess? I don't know. Don't know. I would love Gonta POV. Best POV.
Everyone see Ryoma in the tank when piranhas drop in after that.
Sorry,
Gonta should have watched tank better.
dumbass.
Like I said, a man shouldn't apologize, so
Why not?
Yeah, you're right.
Why?
No.
But this is a problem. Now,
That's not your...
Gonta, you took over my voice. Oh, God.
But this is a problem. Now I'm even more stumped. Even if Himiko disappearing was part of the Underwater Escape Act, how did Ryoma get into the tank? Was that part?
No, it was not.
Was that part of Himiko's trick?
I doubt it. I'm positive that mystery will be an important... No... Shit. Of course. Of course it's going to be an important part. Okay, so Gonta's account is that he wasn't in there at that time. I'm glad Himiko made the game more difficult. Now I won't be nearly as bored. Time to work hard to solve the mystery. Get ready, culprit, cause here I come. Better if you say men shouldn't apologize one more time, I would launch you straight myself. I know, right? I know, right? There's nothing wrong with apologizing. You just have to not apologize. I have apologized too much. So there's also that. I've gotten on people's nerves for apologizing too much, so I guess there's that. However, I feel that's better than not apologizing at all. I feel like that's much worse. Of the two options, of the two extremes, I believe not apologizing at all is worse.
If Himiko doesn't tell us how the trick works, we won't know how Ryoma was killed, right?
Not necessarily. I think we might be able to figure it out, but it would definitely help if she told us.
But with the way she is, how do we convince her?
Could it be?
Oh, what if Ryoma was former apprentice of Himiko's master and vowed revenge on him? And he murdered a lookalike of himself in order to sabotage their show.
Yeah.
Or something like that. It's happened before. Probably.
I don't think so. Mew!
Hey!
Miss Inventor, you might have an idea. Hey, Flamois! There's something I need you to tell me. That's not a very polite way. She is not very polite in the first place. She's crass. She's crude. She's rude. She has a sticker. I'd noticed the sticker. Or pin? It's a mouse pin. Cute. That's not a very polite way to ask someone for something.
You know.
It's got nothing to do with the incident, but I heard Gonta captured you guys last night? The hell is that about? I was running around, so I got no clue what happened.
Got it.
Oh, yeah, tell me too. I was also running, so I don't know what went on.
How did Mew escape from Gonta? She's not strong enough to fight him.
Why, you.
Chop chop. Chop chop, you slimy shit. Well, I suppose you could say that Gonta was tricked into kidnapping us. First ones to get captured were Kibo, Kyo, Sugumi, Tenko, and I. Himiko and Angie were brought in later.
From the gym, right?
Okay.
Exactly, and Kokichi left the room after, around 9 p.m. So they must have been brought in about 5 minutes before that.
If I remember correctly.
We were all forced to participate in Gonta's insect meet and greet. We were freed, yes, freed is the correct word, about an hour into nighttime, around 11 p.m.
I see.
So,
Wrong.
from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m., everyone there had an alibi. And then, those people without an alibi are me, Kurumi, Maki, and Ryoma.
I'd say I've learned what an alibi is, thanks to the previous incident. But what the fuck is insect meet and greet bullshit? Oh, are you interested? Hey, Gonta! Sick 'em. Dear
Why?
God. By the way, Mew, how were you able to get away from Gonta? Well, I had to use my secret woman weapon, and let's just leave it at that. I remember you said something about that, and Gonta also said that he turned hot. He is hot. I don't know if he turned hot. He was already hot.
Huh?
I remember Gonta did mention something like that. Secret woman weapon? Uh-huh.
Wait!
Huh. Hey, what's a secret woman weapon? Probably something embarrassing. Is she trying to laugh it off? Yes.
Shuichi, let's just leave her be. Listening to her will just tire you out.
You're right.
No, you are right. Not probably, you are right. Perhaps it's better to get the truth out of her at the class trial. Oh, cool. Lots of people. Insect meet and greet has been added to the truth bullets. Wonderful. Angie and Himiko might have some truth bullets for me to grab. Ah, that's right. We need to ask Angie about the stage. Angie, I want to ask you some questions about the stage.
Yep, I was in charge of all the art. I even built and painted the stage.
Then, do you know anything about Himiko's trick? How it worked, perhaps?
Nope.
I don't know the trick. Himiko only said it was magic.
I see. I suppose she didn't tell Angie the secret either. By the way, you asked other people to help with the preparations, right?
Yep.
We started the prep work yesterday. Lots of people helped out. Like when we were moving the heavy tank and the stairs from Himiko's research lab.
Yeah.
Me and Kibo helped with that. The tank had a pulley, but because it was so huge, it was still a lot of work.
I also don't know how you got through all the small door frames. The big door frame's fine. The small door frame's no.
Right.
And I asked Karumi to sew the curtains because I hate sewing.
Thanks,
So
Bitua.
basically, it is all thanks to Atua that the show is a success.
No, it's because of all of us.
Was it really a success? By the way, were the piranhas your idea?
Yes.
On its own, the underwater escape act is no different from a normal magic show.
So divine.
I thought it would make the show more exciting and divine if we use piranhas.
Atua has
That is what Atua told me.
So, Atua gives you that kind of advice too, does he? And about the Piranha Tank and the timer, those are from Himiko's lab, correct?
Of course.
Yep. According to the Piranha's Tank's manual, it's synced up with the timer. When the timer goes off, the bottom of the Piranha Tank will open automatically.
I see. That means that most of the equipment came from Himiko's lab.
And then?
And right when we finished the prep work, and we were about to take a break, Gunta captured us, so we couldn't rehearse at all.
Jeez.
When Gunta let us go, it was already nighttime, so we couldn't go back to the gym.
You know,
No, yeah, you can't enter the gym at nighttime.
Yup.
So we decided to come to the gym today, before the morning announcement.
Thank you.
Himiko and I were waiting for the gym to open. Oh, I was so relieved the set was intact.
So no one could have snuck into the gym before those two got there.
What is up, sweetie? Are you worried because of this confusing incident?
But
Don't worry, it will be fine.
Atua has spoken.
You have nothing to worry about.
Exactly, for spice. Exactly. Add piranhas for spice. Gun spice. Bloody fast spice. Fast spice. A hot sauce? Hot spice? Or like a oregano. That's a herb, that's not a spice. What am I talking about?
Human. Very spicy.
I don't know.
No.
Nothing can escape Atua's sight, not even the culprit.
Sometimes improv is very good, and sometimes improv is just like, yes, I can pull things from my mind, and sometimes it's just like, I should be able to make a joke here, but I'm not able to make a joke, so there we go, moving on.
Atua is truly a divine force to be reckoned with.
Angie is starting to sound more and more. She's been sounding creepier for the when you first met her. She wanted to get a blood sacrifice from you. What are you talking about? No, truth bullets? Okay.
My magic was supposed to make everyone smile.
Himiko.
Don't worry, everyone is smiling.
I don't think any of us can smile right now. Himiko, if it's alright, are you ready to talk about your underwater escape trick? It's not a trick. It's magic. You need to understand how your trick works if you're gonna solve this mystery.
What are you saying?
There's no trick to my underwater escape act. It was magic.
Come on, man.
You're still saying that? Do you understand the situation you're in?
Stop it.
No matter how much you guys threaten me, my answer won't change. It was magic.
Huh?
But
I'll protect you.
Okay, your time's up. The Q&A session is now over.
Don't throw me against the wall again and again until I get passed out, please. We're done with that.
Unless you want to feel the full volcanic wrath of my new Akaido.
Jeez.
man, this guard is more strict than the security at idol events.
I'm assuming it is very strict. I honestly don't know. I've never been to one. Maybe one day.
Alright.
Do I really want to go to one though? I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe.
My first command to my new sidekick is
Listen up.
investigate.
We already talked to you about that. Cool.
Hey,
If
degenerate
Himiko
male.
says it's magic, that's magic. Got it? I'll use my new Akaido to obliterate any degenerate male who bullies Himiko.
But if we don't understand the magic trick, how can we possibly survive the trial? I know you were here. I think you were? No, you weren't here. Although there are many unknown variables, the first thing we need to make clear is... when was Ryoma murdered?
well, in the middle of the show, obviously.
No, you dunce.
The culprit knew how Himiko's trick worked and took advantage of it to kill Ryoma. In other words, everyone watching the show isn't suspicious.
No, not necessarily. Kaido, don't you didn't entertain the show either, did you?
Well, that's...
No, but I'm still not suspicious. I forgot to promise, so I was just eating breakfast.
Of course.
Got it? I'm not suspicious.
I do not understand how that explanation is supposed to convince me. Kibo does have a point. No, most people the people who are not in the gym are the most suspicious, but there are still, I wouldn't rule out anybody who, is that a new, never mind. No, that's just part of the monitor. Never mind. I never would have imagined such a cruel murder happening at such a fun show. Why did the culprit commit such a barbaric act? Did they wish to see us panic?
No.
I don't think that was the sole motivation. There was some other reason for it. Love how Kaido's over here like, oh, I get it. You're worried. Using your talent will hurt people. To make you feel better, I will be your superior. When you hurt people, it will therefore be my fault. I know, right? It's just, and definitely it is not my fault. It's not mine. It's yours. It's as long as it's not pointing at me, I'm fine. I think I said this before, but Mew is kind of like a combination of now I'm trying. Now I can't remember names. The traditional dancer girl, Ibuki, and Soda, all in one. Kaido is kinda just like Soda. Kinda. Soda and the ultimate fortune teller. I'm forgetting names. This is not good. I love this series. I love this franchise. But I'm forgetting names, which is not good. I know both of those names starts with H. That's what I can tell you. And the reason must be related to Himiko's magic show somehow.
I see.
Himiko is tradition. There were two Himikos? Yoka. There we go. So, that means the culprit knew of Himiko's trick and made use of it, yes? If that's true, did Himiko tell someone? Someone who thinks the trick is actual magic.
Well then.
Someone who thinks the trick is actual magic. That would be Mew. Mew is very invested in this. Yes, we did get there. We got there. It's fine. We got there eventually. My man, when the worst reaction I've ever had, or I guess the best reaction I've ever had to one of the deaths in this game was Ibuki. And I like, as soon as I saw like the gown, and even though at the time it was Mikan climbing up the ladder, but we didn't know at the time, even though we saw that, I'm immediately just like, oh no, Ibuki, no. And then, yeah, I got over there and it's just like, oh no, you're dead, no. I like Ibuki. Ibuki is awesome. Ibuki and Soda, were they my two favorites from last? I think they were at the very least in the top 2 of my favorites. Or in the top 4. If we're talking about genders, then they were like the second place for both of them, at the very least. If not first place. Chiaki was amazing. I think everybody loves Chiaki though. So Chiaki. And Nagito was crazy, but Nagito was great. Yes, Nagito. Let's go with that for now.
Since the show is used, we must investigate the trick as well.
That is correct. Okay, goodbye. Kyo murdered. He murdered to himself? What? Oh my god, I know who the murderer is. Kyo murmured almost to himself, then walked to the back of the stage.
Is there anything to investigate backstage?
Let's follow him. We should investigate the entire area anyway. We followed Kyo backstage. There isn't really a backstage. There we go. There's the rope. Is it wet? It doesn't look wet. This is a pretty long rope. What was this used for?
My estimate is roughly 65 feet in length.
Huh? You can tell just by looking at it?
But of course.
I wouldn't. I should be able. Should I be able to tell that? I use extension cords all the time. I use like compressor. I use like air hoses all the time. Even I wouldn't be able to tell that.
I am well versed in ropes. I once visited a village where their use was commonplace. When it was
hanging.
When it was time for me to leave, the women of the village,
That's what I mean.
all begged me to stay.
I find that deeply disturbing. As how he looks and as how he talks. But I have to focus on this investigation. Anyway, what is this rope? Could this be related to the case? My best reaction to death in SDR was definitely Nagito. The second his body showed up on screen, I had a horrible sinking feeling that he did most of that to himself. I mean, as soon as I saw that, I didn't know exactly what was going on, but I'm just like, okay, in some way, shape, or form, like the body discovery announcement went off, but at the same time, I'm just like, okay, he's the ultimate lucky student. He had to have had something to do with that. That was my initial, I'm like, this is suspicious. That being said, I think the best execution... I don't think we talked about the executions. I think the best execution is definitely Chiaki. Unfortunately. I love Chiaki. Chiaki's amazing. And then... being honest, I didn't really like a whole bunch of the Danganronpa 2 executions. If I had to rank my top 3, I do like the top 3, but it would be Chiaki for sure number 1, Teru for number 2, and Gundam for number 3. Pekko's was decent. Mikan's was just there. It was a thing. It happened. I don't know how. I don't really feel anything about that one. It's just like cool. Bye then, I guess. We checked out the rope. Large water tank. There's nothing strange about it from behind, other than the large size. It's a normal tank. All sides of the tank seem to be made of a special type of glass. I see no hidden doors. Very mysterious. How, I wonder, did Himiko escape from the tank?
That's right.
Well, if we
figured it out easily, it wouldn't be a magic trick.
Yeah. You know, yeah, we don't talk about it. You're right. You're right. We shouldn't talk about her execution. No. That execution disappointed me, honestly. It was just, okay, this is weird, this is a thing, cool.
Alright. Okay.
Doesn't even have to do anything with their tap. Whatever, never mind. I believe that if we figure out the route Himiko took, we will discover how Ryoma got in there. That is true. There's a high probability they use the same route. Potentially not, though. To reveal how Ryoma got into the tank, I need to reveal how Himiko managed to get out of it. So my current theory is that rope, this is just part of the wall, that rope was strung from there over to the Ultimate Child Caregiver's room because we were forced to look at those windows, so I'm like, okay, those have to have something to do with that. I thought the execution was gonna be I thought the death was gonna be in the pool in the first place, and I'm not gonna let that go. I feel like that is still something has to have happened with that. And Ryoma had handcuffs, so my current theory is somehow he was hooked onto the he was dangling like a zip line from the handcuffs, slipped over, I guess very last second dropped into the tank, and then everything fell. That wouldn't make sense. Also, if you fell here in behind the tank, because there is a gap behind the tank, you probably would have seen his body fall then, and like hit the side and then in, or something. I don't know. There's plot holes in what I'm thinking of. The staircase goes up to the top of the stage. Very observant, very astute. At first glance, there's nothing particularly suspicious about it, but second glance, there might be some trick to it. But only a magician would know. Are those hinges on the side? I don't know what those are. Okay, rope, nothing else. Let's talk to you.
Is there something here? No. Let's decide that after we search it. Investigate anything that stands out.
I thought I did. I thought I did. Did I? Staircase, water tank. Oh, puddle. Oh, of course, the puddle. Oh, I was right. Okay, that is hinges. That is hinges on the side of the staircase. So, side of the staircase opens, and then there's a door to the tank there? What? There's a puddle behind the staircase. And under the staircase, too, is the important thing. This isn't a puddle from when we broke the tank. The floor around it is completely dry. Perhaps someone who was wet was here doing something. That's true. Changing wet clothes? But how would you get from the water tank to the space behind the staircase?
Could it be...
This may be a vital clue for understanding the underwater escape trick. Okay. I still don't... Even if you were able to get in there, you'd have to, like, depressurize or get all the other water out of there, because if you just open that up, then everybody else out here could see all the water just sploosh outside of it. So I don't know exactly how that works, but I feel like that's a door. Let's talk to you.
Listen.
Since the show is used for the murder, we must investigate Himiko's trick as well. Perhaps there are clues here.
I think we did. There's still things left to investigate. Okay, cool. Such as what? Water tank, the rope, yep. The puddle, yep. The staircase, yep. Idol, yep. Nothing up there. Staircase again? Oh, here we go. I've investigated just about everything to do with... Oh, come on. But I still don't know how the trick was performed.
Hey, so
Hey, how long are you gonna investigate here? You still gotta find the culprit, you know?
Come on, let's go. I have not tried the window. Oh, wait, Kaido. Goodbye. I think the very first thing I looked at was the curtain. Because there was a curtain covering that window before, and now we know that the window is open. First thing I clicked on was the curtain. That was the very first, because I'm just like, I think there's something to do with the pool, and I'm not letting this go. So I clicked on it, and yeah, the window was open. I believe we've investigated everything we need to for now.
Well, our investigation's over now. So, who's the culprit?
I can't say for certain yet. There are other places I need to investigate.
come on, man.
What? You still don't know? I never thought detective work would be so much work. So, where else do we gotta investigate?
First, the pool next to the gym. I kind of wanted to leave that for last, actually, just because well, I mean, it couldn't be last because once you go to the pool, then you'd probably be forced to be like, oh, where is that room? You know, the room with the one window. Oh, it's the caregiver's room? Let's go investigate that. So it couldn't be last, but I'm just like, that's the thing that I'm focusing on, so I kind of want to leave that best for last. They're connected by the window above the stage, so that needs to be looked at, especially since the window was open. After that, I want to go to Ryoma's room and find out which motive video he had. We also need to go to the music room. Then I want to investigate the Ultimate Tennis Pros lab. I've deduced that the handcuffs we found in the water tank probably came from there. I don't buy the Ultimate Prisoner thing. I don't buy that shtick. I could see the handcuffs being in the magician's room.
Is that everything?
Last of all, there we go, to the Ultimate Magician's lab. I want to know more about Himiko's trick. If we go there, I'm sure I'll be able to find some kind of clue.
So, we've still got a lot to do then, huh?
Yes, a lot to do. I mean, yay, we're free, kinda. Now we gotta go everywhere else.
Good luck, Shuichi. After all, it's gonna be you doing all the heavy lifting here.
You're right.
Right.
Don't screw around.
What do you mean, right? Are you saying I'm useless?
No, Kaito. Did I say that? I didn't say that. So why are you the one that's jumping to conclusions? I definitely didn't say that. I 100% know that I didn't say that. I was definitely thinking it, but I didn't say it. Is there a right way to respond to that? The answer is solid maybe. Okay, I guess we're gonna go to the places that the game is telling me to go to. Stupid that the pool isn't like connected completely. Also, the magician's room is right there. It's right here. It's right here. It's right. Come on. We can do it.
So, this is Himiko's research lab. What we are gonna investigate again.
The trick that Himiko used in her mech. We talked about this 5 seconds ago. Come on, my guy. I need to figure out how it worked.
You know,
Well, you say that, but what if it was real magic with no tricks or mechanisms?
Well, it could be, but we need to be able to say that it's absolutely not anything else before we land on that. Well, that would be a problem. But it's not just about the trick. I need to ask that guy some questions. About what? I don't know. Okay, where were the piranhas being stored? I know there's poison. I don't know. Also, I didn't know that there was a beast cage, like a lion cage back there. Large water tank. It's a huge water tank. It looks like the one that was used in Himiko's show.
so
It looks like
Danganronpa, master of repeating everything that has already been said. We already know this though, because we... Anyways,
I guess this one was backup. That's what Himiko told me in Kibo when we carried the tank out of here.
Then
then perhaps if we investigate this tank, we can learn the secret of the trick. Encouraged, I began walking around the tank. I was looking for anything that could be a switch or mechanism. What's this? There's a segment of the tank near the top. Oh. That opens up, but why open up there? Ah, wait. Perhaps it isn't random. This segment had to open up here. Okay, so that's how she got out. Because that part was still hidden behind the curtain. So she escaped, went out through there, fell onto the floor with a thud, and was still wet. Didn't really dry off. She looked dry when she came out, though, but I guess she didn't. Came out, popped there in the corner, closed the staircase door, walked around. Okay, cool. That's that solved. But I don't think that Ryoma was put in the tank the same way. Because that would 100% immediately imply that Himiko is the murderer. I think that she was just as surprised. I might be wrong, but I don't think it's her.
Shuichi!
Hey, Shuichi! Did you want to ask me something?
Okay.
I'll tell you anything you want to know. You are my favorite after all. Liar. When he says that, it sounds like he means the opposite. It makes me nervous.
Hey!
I do, actually. It's about when we were kidnapped by Gonta yesterday. You snuck into our rooms to see our motive videos, right? But is that all you were doing? You came back pretty late.
I see.
I see. You want to know my alibi for nighttime yesterday. That's a good question to ask. He is amazing. Kokichi is amazing. Kokichi is also chaos embodiment. But that's fine. The gym is off limits during nighttime, so Ryoma was probably killed before or after. Which makes nighttime yesterday so suspicious, since everyone was doing their own thing.
Hey!
And what were you doing then?
It'd be easier if I just explained step by step what happened when I was out last night. After you regained consciousness, Shuichi Gonta... What? Oh. Weird. After you regained consciousness, Shuichi, Gonta brought Himiko and Angie. That was about 5 minutes before 9 p.m. Right after that, I left Gonta's lab and headed towards the dorms. I thought I'd be back in an hour, the start of nighttime, but something happened.
Huh?
Something happened. Right when I got to the entrance hall, Kurumi spotted me. That was right after I left Gonta's lab, so it was right about 9 p.m. She started throwing questions at me left and right, asking if I was up to no good. How dare she distrust me? Dude, it's because you are very distrustful. Then she started criticizing my behavior and lecturing me on my manners and relationships. Can you believe that? I mean, who does she think she is? My mom or something?
If I remember correctly,
Didn't you ask Kurumi to be your mom earlier?
that's so mean.
She just kept talking, then finally let me go at 10 p.m. when nighttime rolled around.
Huh?
A whole hour. Well, only the first half hour was a lecture, then we played tag for the other half. She was starting to bore me, so I turned around to leave, and then...
Please wait.
Stop right there. Our conversation is not over yet. I don't gotta listen to you. You're not worthy of lecturing the ultimate supreme leader. My sister once compared me to Kokichi, and I still don't know what it was. It meant as insult or as a compliment. Yes. I mean, pretty much. I can. That can be taken multiple ways, for sure. Come on, Miss Maid, catch me if you can.
That is.
Is that a request?
So that means...
Is that because she does anything that she is requested? Because I don't know. Before, with in the very first game, they haven't really carried through on this trope very much, but in the very first game, with Hifumi and Celeste, Monokuma mentioned that it's the mastermind that is the one, or it's the mastermind of the murder that happens. That is the true killer, I guess. So, if she was told, if she was requested, if someone requested her to kill someone else, would it be her that is the murderer because she did murder? Or is it the other person because they're the mastermind who came up with it, or they tricked her, or they used her somehow? It's an interesting conundrum. And then, I guess Kurumi decides to take tags super seriously. Yeah, because you requested it of her. I tried my best, but in the end, she got me a little before 10 p.m. Then she started lecturing me again, and that let me go when nighttime started.
So, do your alibi still hold up, even when she was chasing you around?
Maybe.
We ran into each other a bunch of times, so yeah, they should hold up. Then from 9 p.m. until nighttime, both Kokichi and Kurumi have alibis. After Kurumi let me go, I finally went to the dorms and collected everyone's videos. But by the time I returned to Gonta's lab, it was already 11 p.m. Then from 10 to 11, he doesn't have an alibi. He did say that it would take about an hour to collect everyone's videos and get back to the lab. He took 2 hours. That's the issue. Kurumi's terrified. Yeah, just a bit. Oh yeah, I did see something odd when Kurumi was lecturing me. Something odd? I saw a half-naked girl wandering around the courtyard in her underwear. I'm sorry, huh? It was too dark for me to make out who it was, but I saw her walk around for a bit. I wonder who it was. Girl in her underwear. The hell is he talking about? Did he say where he saw that? Around the courtyard. Okay, so the courtyard is where we did training. Is where we did training with Kaito. If what that really means is by the pool, then instead of underwear, it could be a bikini because they were in the pool area. Mayhaps. That could be a thing. By the way, you didn't get captured by Gonta yesterday, did you, Kaido? Where were you? And what were you doing?
No, I was running around the whole time. I hid in bathrooms, bedrooms, all over the school.
I see. Did you hide in the treasure chest? Nobody in their right mind would open that treasure chest because without actually inspecting it first, because that would be stupid. So, of course, Gonta, being a sensible gentleman, wouldn't open that chest. It's the perfect place to hide. But as long as you checked around that chest first, everything would be fine, because then you would be sensible enough to know it wasn't a trap. I'm never gonna let that go. What are you doing here, Tsugumi?
Oh, well, I'm investigating. I know I'm plain, but it's plain to see I'm investigating.
Is that so?
Hey,
So, did you find any clues?
I'm still thinking about that.
I don't think you can uncover clues just by thinking about them.
No, in fact, I still haven't found anything.
Then
get to it! Looking around is how you find clues.
But I think leaving that guy alone is just plain bad.
Tsugumi gave Kokichi a meaningful glance.
So I've decided to plainly keep an eye on him. That way, even plain old me can help out.
Are we done here? I guess we're done here. Now we know how the trick worked. I mean, how the magic worked. The magic, that is definitely magic. We could go to... Hey, level up, 25. Wonderful. We could go to the pool. However, we could also go to the caregiver's room. I think we won't be able to get into there until we check out the pool. So let's go to the dormitory first, because I want to save the pool for last, because I know it's going to be important. Let's go to your room. I don't see the tablet.
This is Ryoma's room, huh? So, where's his video? I don't see it sitting out anywhere. Maybe he put it on his bookcase.
Kaido opened all the drawers one by one, checking each of them.
Huh? That's weird. I can't find it anywhere.
I see, so we can't find it. That's alright. That's a clue in itself.
Huh? What do you mean?
Hey,
You see, if we suppose the motive for the crime was the video, there's a high possibility that Ryoma had the culprit's motive video. And the culprit killed before seeing the video because they wanted to know what was on the video so bad, I guess. I think I mentioned something like that yesterday.
remember,
If their motive video was left at the scene, they would immediately be suspicious. There's no reason the culprit would leave behind that kind of incriminating evidence.
That's true.
And the video is not in the room, which means...
So, it's just like we thought. That video was the motive.
okay,
It might not have been the actual video itself, though. It might just have been the tablet.
That's my side.
Yes, that's the best example. Yes, that's the best example I can think of.
All right. That's just what I'd expect from my top sidekick.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Shuichi.
What's the matter?
no.
Nothing.
So,
By the way, I was thinking,
I mean,
maybe we all should have watched those motive videos after all.
Huh?
What?
nah.
They showed the most important people to us, right?
That's right.
We just flashed back to this.
So, maybe we should have watched them. Without looking away from the truth.
I mean,
At the time, I agreed with Kiba, but after thinking about it, I changed my mind.
that's right.
And if we were worried about watching them alone, we could have just watched them together.
Watch them together.
Got it.
Yeah, we should have gathered together and watched all the videos. Share everybody's motives.
That's what Kokichi was trying to do.
Even if it's something you can't bear by yourself, it'd be possible with everyone.
Yeah.
That's what cooperation is, right?
That's what Kokichi was trying to do.
Hey,
Kokichi was trying to get us to participate in a motive video viewing party of sorts. That's why he forced us into the same room. Do you think that was his way of cooperating? Do you think the same way?
No, if that's what he wanted, he could have just asked us.
Jeez.
That's what a normal person would have done, but the thing is, he's not normal.
That's right.
Maybe he did want us to cooperate, but there's no way to know for sure. He'd never tell us.
That's true. It's impossible to know what Kokichi is thinking. But I suppose he could have been acting in our favor for once. Well, I guess that's all that's here. But that's fine. Only... Yeah, only one... Oh, wait, no, there's one more place to check. We can check the tennis player's room. But the tennis player room is on... It's, like, right next to the... I may as well check out the pool first, because I'm just gonna have to go upstairs, just go downstairs, just go back upstairs if I don't do the pool now. Yep, there's stuff in the water. Okay, that's open. To inspect this, you can see the gym's window over there.
That's the window we investigated from on top of the stage in the gym. I mean, it's pretty high up. You wouldn't be able to reach it even with just a ladder.
I agree. The ladder only barely reached the window, and it was on the stage.
If that's the case, then it might have been hard for someone to have gone through here.
okay.
Ryoma zipline. He's small. Yeah, you might be right. Or dead body zipline, rather. I really want to investigate this. It is a point of interest. It's piquing my interest. You got that for sure. There's an inner tube floating in the pool. It looks big and sturdy. It looks like a big and sturdy rubber one.
I see.
Let me guess, some idiots didn't clean up after themselves.
Rise and shine or sign.
Don't look at us! I don't like water. I prefer juice. They get heavier when our cotton absorbs water. It makes losing weight a nightmare.
I want to play in the water with everyone. It sounds fun.
Ah,
You know, Monodam might be onto something. I kinda wanna go into the pool now.
I'll do it.
Yeah, who cares about losing weight?
You stupid.
Idiots, we're not here to play. We're here to smack these bastards into the pits of hell. We're the Mono Cubs, the meanest, nastiest, cruelest mascots around.
Dumbass.
If you don't get it, I'll throw y'all into the pool myself.
Please don't!
Can't we all get along?
Proof Kokichi cares cringe. Exactly. Monosuke, please stop. Can't we all just get along? You're the one who killed someone.
What?
You saying if we don't get along, I'll end up like Mono Kid?
So long. Farewell.
That was very useful. That was helpful. Thank you very much.
So then, it was one of us that put the inner tube there, not the Mono Cubs. Well, it doesn't matter. The inner tube probably isn't related, you idiots. Isn't related to the case.
Isn't related to the case. If it were just for playing around, then why is there a rope tied to it? What could that be for? That is intriguing. Ryoma's clothes? Huh? There's something else floating in the pool. It looks like a little piece of fabric. Why would... I'm willing to bet that's a piece of Ryoma's clothes. However... he was wearing his clothes and they all seemed to be intact when he got ripped apart. Why is this here? If that is what it is.
It's just trash, right? Nothing to be worried about.
You know,
Idiot. We're looking for the culprit. We don't have time to pick up trash.
Okay,
Yes, but... perhaps it's just my intuition, but it bothers me too. I should learn to trust it sometimes, my intuition as the ultimate detective. Black piece of fabric. Wait, that was added, but not the inner tube? Whoa, 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 whoa. Was the inner tube not added? Oh my god, it wasn't added. What? Okay, let's look at the pool itself then. The water level hasn't changed, but I can see something float, two somethings. Okay, can we check the storage room? Huh? Is that an electric air pump? I guess to pump up the inner tube? I see. You could easily fill a large inner tube with this. There doesn't seem to be anything else worth inspecting. Oh. Okay. Yeah, huh? Yeah, huh? There are specific dimensions there, which I don't like.
Oh, no jumping into the pool, especially at nighttime.
Whoa, where'd you come from?
I mean, jumping itself is fine. If you want to jump in front of a car train, that's on you.
No.
But the pool is off limits at nighttime. See? No swimming at nighttime.
That would be a violation, right?
If anyone violates a school regulation, a campus-wide siren will blare. And then that person will be ripped apart by the axials.
what?
You'd go that far.
Well, so far the siren hasn't gone off, so no one's needed to be ripped apart. Yet.
Since that's the case, can we assume no one was in the gym or pool at nighttime? It says that you can't swim in the pool at nighttime. Nobody says you can't be in the pool at nighttime. Be at the pool, rather.
Well, at the very least, no one alive.
That's a pretty big hint right there. No swimming at nighttime. That just may play into the case.
Hey, so
Hey, Suichi, does this pool really have anything to do with the game?
It better. And it does. Because, my god. Yes, it does.
We all got psyched up about it, but it doesn't seem like there were any clues here.
Well, that inner tube is still bothering me. I don't know what it tells us, but I feel like it's related to this case.
If that inner tube is related to the case, the culprit is pretty careless. If it was related to the case, why didn't they clean it up?
Because they can't go swimming at nighttime.
Just leaving it sitting out like that, don't you think that's straight up careless?
No.
Maybe there's a reason they couldn't. Exactly. No, even if they wanted to put it away, they couldn't. There's no pole or anything around here that you could use to get the inner tube.
Remember,
Water level is low, so you couldn't grab the tube, even if you did manage to bring it closer.
but you know,
Then why not just jump in and fish it out by hand?
All this happened last night.
Alright, they couldn't get in the water.
Couldn't get in the water. Yes, I suppose you could think of it that way.
you know.
Well, we can't stay here forever, right? Let's go check out the other place.
All right.
Not place. There's just one place. There's no time to waste. Isn't that right, sidekick?
you're right.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so the rope that we saw down there. I don't get the inner tube. I was not expecting to find an inner tube. How long is that rope that's dangling from it? Not very long. Either way, I'm very certain that that is the child caregiving room. I'm very certain that it has something to do with the case. I guess one end of the rope was here, and since this has like two handles on the inner tube, one end of the rope was tied and was hanging out here. The other end of the rope was tied there, but it came loose, and it went through there. But if it came loose, then they wouldn't have been able to get Ryoma's body. I'm confused. But Monokuma specifically said no one alive was there at night. So, I guess Ryoma was there at night, dead. I feel like I'm pretty familiar with the first half of this trial, how it's gonna go, maybe. Not the second half. Second half is always weird. Second half throws in stuff that's just like, I never would have even thought about that. There shouldn't be anything in the maze room.
What's the matter?
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Fine. Are you gonna tell me that the Ultimate Caregiver's room is also not related to this case? Because if so, I will slap you upside the head. Entomologist, that's not related. Tennis pros, I really want to check out. No, just let me do this, please. It's not gonna. I know it's not gonna, but please. Oh, there are people here. And of course, you're blocking it.
Hey,
Maki, what are you doing here? Earlier you said you weren't going to help us investigate. Are you serious about that?
So what?
You'll be fine, even if I don't help, right? You're the detective, not me. Or do you think you can't solve this case on your own?
That's completely different. This is...
Nah, that's pretty harsh, but my sidekick is working his ass off.
Sidekick?
Got it.
Yep, Suichi's my sidekick now.
Hey,
Shouldn't it be the other way around? The dumb one should be the sidekick.
So
The dumb one. I'm more of a scientist type of guy, so this stuff really isn't my thing.
Wouldn't being a scientist be helpful for an investigation?
you know.
That's what I said, Shuichi. Not me, because I didn't think of that, but still.
More importantly, why have you been here the whole time? Is there a reason?
like I'd know.
Why do you care?
Why are you sweating? Is there a reason? There's a reason that you don't want us in there. I want to see what's in there.
no.
Probably a window in there. Because it's been bothering me. You've been in here ever since the room opened up. Almost as if you're keeping watch, making sure no one else enters.
I don't understand.
Is this an interrogation?
No.
No, that's not what I'm trying to do. I just want you to talk to me, Maki. If this has nothing to do with the case, please tell me so.
Hey,
It's true that you don't have to help us if you don't want to,
is that all right?
but you should at least cooperate with our investigation,
Cuz.
because all of our lives are on the line.
Is that so?
Even if I did cooperate, I wouldn't be any help. Mostly because I've been in here for the last several days. I've only gone back to my dorm at night to shower, including last night.
So the water is on at night now? I
Hey.
mean, there wasn't really anything in the rules that said it wasn't, I guess. But this time I guess it's on. Then, can I ask you this? Did you see Gonta at all last night? Gonta was searching the grounds last night, trying to capture all of us.
Why?
How were you able to avoid being caught?
I see.
Gonta did stop by, but I managed to chase him off somehow. All I did was tell him, if you lay a hand on me, you'll choke to death on your own tongue. That's all.
So, Gonta got scared off by that. Well, I guess he would hold back against the girl.
As I listened to Maki's testimony, a question grew in my mind. Why did Maki not want to leave so badly? Why did Maki not want to leave so badly? I mean, not want to leave her watch in front of the door? Or just the room? What reason did she have for that?
Hey,
Are we done here? You're wasting your time talking to me. I don't know anything.
Okay, I'm done here.
Huh?
Idiot.
Huh? You are?
That's right.
Well, her alibi is a little shaky, but I don't think she killed Ryoma. That's what my instincts are telling me.
Hey, so
But if you remember anything, be sure to tell Shuichi, okay?
I believe
He's my sidekick, you know, he's pretty good.
That face, though. That face of utter bewilderment. It's like staring at the ground and just thinking, is he really that stupid? Probably. In the end, the only thing we were able to get out of Maki was that she was here the whole time. Most of the time. But no one else can verify that testimony. That might be a problem later. Apparently Gonta might be able to. Just for a brief moment, and apparently she went to the shower. That's all we know, though. Maki alone has been added to the truth bullets. But we can't enter. Damn. Let's talk to you since you're here. Huh? What are you doing here, Kurumi?
do you agree?
We all agree to investigate with at least one other person present, yes?
As she spoke, she glanced towards Maki. So you're staying with Maki.
got it.
That's good thinking. Hey, once we're done with the trial, can I get a massage?
May I?
But of course, since you're here, Shuichi, may I ask you a question? The time of death was not provided, so I'm questioning everyone in order to determine it.
What do you think?
When was the last time you saw Ryoma alive?
Right before I was kidnapped by Gonta yesterday, around 6 in the evening.
Last time I saw him was way before then. I didn't see him at all yesterday, actually.
When?
Then you are fine, Kaido. What is important is the last time someone witnessed him alive.
Hey,
Last time someone witnessed Ryoma
That
alive.
is correct.
Gonta was the last one to see him alive at around 8 p.m. yesterday. Ryoma managed to avoid being captured by him using his Shukichi method.
So, Ryoma was still running around after I got
Yes,
captured.
of course.
Furthermore, 30 minutes earlier, Miu saw Ryoma as she was fleeing from Gonta.
In that case, Gonta's testimony is highly credible.
Yes.
Yes, we at least know that Ryoma was alive yesterday until around 8 p.m.
Okay. But okay. That gives 2 hours before 10 p.m. 10 p.m. is when nighttime happens. At nighttime, you're not allowed to be in the pool you're not allowed to be in the pool alive. I guess by pool they mean pool room in general, not the pool. So that's fair. I only thought of just the actual pool itself. I wasn't thinking the pool as in like the not water bit of the pool. You know what I mean? But based on what Monokuma said, I guess what they mean is the entire pool area was off limits at nighttime. So, okay. Witnessing Ryoma has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your monopad. Maki passed Kaido's vibe check. Good for her. Exactly. Kaido seemed... Kaido's vibe check. Yes. I was gonna say Kurumi. Kurumi does seem to be very, very responsible, though. Maki's very suspicious. Kaido, however. Maki passed Kaido's vibe. Yes. For now. However, his feeling of just like, oh yeah, it's fine. Things are not fine. Things are not always fine, my dude. Not always. I don't see anything different. The Ultimate Tennis Pro's lab. If I'm right, then the handcuffs that were found in the tank came from here. And if the handcuffs came from here, that means the culprit was here as well. Okay, so the net is down. They may have left a trace of evidence. And the balls are tipped over? This room is a little different from when we were here before. It feels off.
What's the matter, Shuichi?
No.
Nothing. Anyway, let's figure out the handcuffs. We should take care of that problem first. No, I'm not going to take care of that problem first. This is... Okay, this looked knocked over. But no, this is definitely down. The net's down. Okay, so now I can't click the net? What? Boo. Boo! Boo, yo. The net is 100... Oh, how dare you. Okay, shower room. We don't know if that's actually a shower room. Okay, Ultimate Prisoner Lab. Okay, I guess he was the Ultimate Prisoner then. This is the first time I've been in... Yep. Ditto. It's a shower room, but it feels less like the Ultimate Tennis Pros. And more like the Ultimate Prisoner's Lab. When was... The only time that this has been established was when we were investigating him. He was never the Ultimate Prisoner until just then. I mean, what? Okay.
Hey, so
Do you think it was made that way on purpose? Did they remodel the shower just for that?
Okay.
Yeah, I think they did.
Jeez, Monokuma's got bad taste. Well, we already knew that.
Okay. I know the very... Okay, this is the closed window. Maki. So, about me thinking that, I apologize. I apologize profusely. I think I was very wrong, I guess. This window has no vines or barbed wire or bars blocking it. Could it be... There was that one window I could see from the pool area. This might be it. I'm gonna open it and check.
Just as I suspected.
How was I supposed to know this? Okay, never mind. Okay. 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 I don't think I had anything in my mind for just like, oh yes, but it has to be the Ultimate Caregiver's room because they could have made a chain link of babies together, and with those babies acting as like those little plastic monkeys, they could have formed a chain, and they could have helped Ryoma die, and then get him over to the gym. I had nothing in my mind for why it would had to have been the Ultimate Caregiver's room, but okay. Gotta just expunge that from my mind completely. Alright, sure, cool. Yes, this is definitely it, I guess. I was jumping to conclusions. I apologize. I'm sorry, Shuichi. You weren't. You are best boy. I apologize.
The window you can see from the pool is the window to Ryoma's lab.
That's pretty much what you said.
third floor's high up, but if they aimed well, they could reach the pool. But Monokuma said you can't go in the pool at nighttime, right?
If anyone violates the school regulation, a campus-wide siren will blare. And then that person will be ripped apart by the Axials. You'd go that far? Well, so far the siren hasn't gone off, so no one's needed to be ripped apart. Yet.
Because it hasn't happened yet, can we assume no one was in the gym or pool at nighttime?
Well, at the very least, no one alive.
That is very incriminating. That is very telling. Monokuma, I thought you weren't supposed to I thought you were supposed to not help with the class trials. Monokuma, this is very clearly helping. Monokuma. I don't want auto.
But you know,
How dare I accuse Maki of this murder? I'm sorry. It's still extremely suspicious, though. I want to know what's in that room.
Why'd he say no one alive?
Is that alright?
I believe he was hinting that a dead person wouldn't be considered to be breaking the rules. Which means it's possible that a dead body was in the gym or the pool at nighttime.
you know,
So, there's a chance Ryoma was carried to the gym after he was killed? But, there's no point in carrying his body there if you can't even get it in. If you can't even get in.
Windows and ropes. The rest of my theory holds up. It's just the location has switched from caregiver's room to ultimate prisoner's room. But nonetheless, my theory still mostly holds up. I don't know if it's safe to say there was no frame.
Wait a sec, what's this?
hey, so
Look, there's weird scratches on the window frame.
I bet from rope.
You're right.
Yeah, it's as if something scraped against it. These marks are similar to the ones that were on the gym's window frame. I'm positive these marks aren't the result of opening and closing the window normally. This window frame is sturdy as well. The gym's window frame was the same way. It looks like it would hold, even with a lot of weight on it.
Shuichi,
Now I understand, right, Shuichi? There was a swamp monster that liked to go from the pool to the gym, and the gym to the and from the pool to the ultimate prisoner's room because reasons. Because he wanted to shower in the prisoner's room, and he played basketball. But in reality, the pool monster was confined to the pool, and he could never leave until you played the Ocarina of Time and set him free.
got it.
I don't know, man.
How amazing I am to have noticed such a super ultra important clue.
Kaito Momota, luminary of the stars.
Yes, you are. It's all a day's work for the thing I just said.
I mean, I found a pretty important clue too, but I won't say that. Marked window frame. Okay, what's important about the sink? Oh, there's scratches all over it. Well, we've never been here, so we don't know the scratches were there in the first place. Oh, but there were scratches all over the handcuffs, too. Okay, so was this sink filled with water? Ryoma was drowned in the sink? Maybe? Ooh. Because there were scratches on the handcuffs. That looks similar to this. We don't know if the scratches were there or not, but I think we can... There's one that's way under the sink down there. Why? How is that there? Anyways, this is a pretty big stone sink. You could fill it up with a lot of water. What's this? Scratches on the stone, like something was scraped against it.
You're right. What made them?
The scratch marks are clearly not natural. They must have been made by some kind of metal. Pool Master, my new favorite. Exactly! It's swampy. That is interesting. Okay. That's not the monitor, that's a valve. That's a valve. That's a valve. Anyways. Why is one of those bolts just very much out of the way and just... There's just like one bolt, two... One of these things is not like the other. And like, no, kind of two are not like the other. One is missing handcuffs and one is the same one is very wildly pointing in a very different direction. There they are, the handcuffs. Look, Kaido, handcuffs hanging on the wall.
Ah, they look like they are the ones in the tank. Or wait, are they the same?
Because,
I think so. Here, look.
remember,
See? One empty hook. The handcuffs were found. They're not really hooks, they're just like bolts. Nonetheless, the handcuffs we found must have been hung here. That means the culprit was definitely here. And all of those don't have scratches, but those ones do. Okay, I think that's it for here. Ding dong bing bong time? We came here to confirm my suspicion about the handcuffs found in the tank, but we found even more important clues than I expected. Together with the fact that this is Ryoma's own lab, there are too many points of concern to be mere coincidence. It must be important evidence.
Hey!
It seems like you figured something out. You seem more confident.
Imagine drowning in 1 foot of water. The last emotion I'd feel would be embarrassment. I'm sure people are dumb, and also people are mean and cruel. So I'm sure at one point in history, somebody died by getting their head shoved in, also prisons, but they don't really have prisons in, they have prisons. They don't really have water in prison toilet bowls, do they? But they could easily shove someone's head in a toilet bowl, drown them in that. I think that's less than a foot of water. So, but that being said, also, imagine drowning in a foot of water. Ryoma was like 3 feet tall, maybe not even that. Like that, he could have bathed in that sink. That he could have laid down, stretched out in that sink and been like, oh yeah, this is a really good time. Oh, I can put some bubble baths in there. Pass the soap. In the ultimate prisoner's lab, just been like, yeah. Oh, I dropped the soap in my bubble bath. Yeah. I don't know.
All right then, on to the next place. There's no point in staying.
I don't think we have a next place, do we?
okay.
Right.
Ding dong. No ding dong bing bong. What? Would you like to leave? I guess we're leaving. Is there really nothing about the net?
So, where should we go?
Whoa!
Did you trip over the net? As he came out of the shower room, Kaito tripped and fell to the ground.
Hold up.
The hell, something's got on my leg.
Oh, it's more rope. Oh, it's cable. Oh, it's cable. I mentioned cable. Okay. It looks like cable. That's the thing. I mentioned cable before because I'm just like, well, that would probably scratch up the actual metal frame. Not so much rope. I don't really see rope doing that to metal. But cable, I could see doing that. And then all we found is rope, so I'm just like, I guess it was rope that made those scratch marks, not the cable. I don't know how. This makes more sense. Yes, it's cable.
Is this for the tennis net? Man, whoever left this here should have put it in the corner.
Wait, the tennis net? I see. So that's why this room felt odd. I should investigate this in detail. Now can I see? Yes, the tennis net's down. Oh man. If only someone would have been able to notice that very first thing. Interesting. Ryoma's so small his 2x4 cell would have been positively roomy. He could have made a nice little bungalow out of that. He could have, like, tiny homes for tiny guys. Like, he could have had just, imagine a bunk. He could have had, like, a quadruple bunk bed. He could have just had, like, a loft. Maybe quadruple would be, he wouldn't be able to walk around. Triple bunk bed area. He could have just lofted his prison cell. It would have been roomy. It would have been amazing. The reason I thought this room felt off was because of the net. Yeah, who would have noticed that? Not me. Not me. When I came up here last time, the tennis net was up.
Okay.
But now the cable has been removed.
So, like, someone took the cable off? Why would they do that?
Hey,
Kaido, can you help me? I want to measure how long the cable is.
No need. It's just about 50 feet long.
What?
Oh, I was in the tennis club till middle school, so I know how long the cable is.
You were in the tennis club?
That's right.
That's why it pissed me off so much that Ryoma was acting like that.
hey.
Did you know Ryoma from before?
I never met him, but I heard a lot about him.
You know,
I mean, these days, there's no one who's played tennis that hasn't heard of him. He's been a tennis legend since middle school. He was like a hero to every tennis kid.
jeez.
And then, once I finally got to meet him, he became a coward. That pissed me off so much, I ended up being too hard on him.
Damn.
But regretting that now won't help. There's nothing I can do. So, what's suspicious about the length of the cable? Something about it bother you?
No.
No, nothing suspicious. I was just checking. It's the net's down. The cable's out. How is that not suspicious?
So, detectives get bothered by small details, huh? Like an overbearing mother-in-law nitpicking at a young wife.
What is that? I agree. What is that analogy? Castnet cable has been added to the truth bullets. Ding dong, bing bong. Ding dong, bing bong. It's time for the class
Already
trial.
tired of investigating? Oh, you've been tired of it for a while now?
No, we just finished. Also, question. You might know this a day of August. Is this a different voice actor for Monokuma? I feel like it is, because the voice is just off to me.
Well, that's how it goes. Investigations aren't all that fun, you see.
It seems... It's very similar, but it seems like higher and a little... I don't know, less... It's not gritty or raspy, but it's a little... I don't know.
But it's a necessary step before we can move on to the main event. Kind of like searching the internet for that perfect porno video.
I don't know what you're talking about.
In fact, some people think the search is the best part. Weird, huh? Anyway!
Okay, it is. I'm just... Yeah, okay, it is a different voice actor. Okay. Nom nom. But yeah, I'm just like... The first time I heard it, I'm just like, yay, it's Monoku... Huh? I was thrown off. I don't mind it. It's very close, and it is a very good recreation, replication, whatever. But it is still off, unfortunately. Which threw me off. I think it's still good though.
The class trial is starting soon. Please gather at the Shrine of Judgment in the courtyard. See you later.
It's go time.
Looks like it's time, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Hey, why do you look so worried now?
Don't worry about it.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Believe in me?
Why?
Why do you trust me, Kaido? There's a chance that I'm the
Idiot.
I'm the cultivator of all this land. That's all we see that is in front of us. No matter where you look, I am God. I have brought upon life on this world and grass and wonders of life only to play this cruel killing game. Oh, what a mockery of what I've made. The cultivator of everything. He meant culprit, but there we go.
I believe in you, cause I want to. Do I need a reason other than that?
Huh?
What?
Listen up.
Isn't that why you believed in Kaede? I mean, sure, I might get betrayed in the end, but
I believe in you.
if I worry about that, I won't be able to believe in the people I want to believe in.
Shuichi.
We're still young. I can't die before I've had my first drink or gone to space.
Let's do it.
If you're not going to get yourself in gear now, then when? Now's all you've got.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Kaido. I know.
Keep your chin up.
Yeah, that's the expression I wanted to see. That's my sidekick.
He's right. I just have to do it. I have to believe in myself. I have to believe that I can do this. I'm going to survive. We're going to survive. Together.
That's it.
Maybe I don't really understand it. Maybe I don't have a reason. Hey, I don't want to live. Die with everyone else. No! I want to live! I want to live a long life. I don't want to die. I can't die in a place like this. Never. That reminds me, I didn't give anyone... I haven't given anyone in this game the anime protagonist voice, which is... how do you do that?
Oh, hello. Yes. Hi. It's me. Welcome. We're here.
What do anime protagonists say?
Hello. It's me. Not Nagito Kuruma. That's wrong. But hi. I'm just a normal high school student. And then suddenly my world got turned upside down. You want to be a friend? I'd love to be a friend.
I don't know. I think I can do a better voice. I've been drinking milk. Apparently milk's not good for your voice. Quote unquote. But it's caramel milk, so that's fine. It's tasty. And I'm already out. I've been out of it for a while. But that's fine.
Why are you here? You teleported. Did you jump down from 3 floors?
Well, you can't jump. Well, you could jump down from 3 floors up. That just has tarps on it. Okay. I guess not. No, not the standard anime protagonist voice. I don't know. If I worked on it a little bit harder, I think it would be a bit better. I think it's close-ish. But for now,
dude, you teleport. Dude, you teleport. Rad, bruh. Amazing. Totally tubular. Amazing. Wonderful. Dude.
rad. Also, that statue. That statue, though.
Everyone!
Oh, it's a statue. Is everyone ready?
Not like we have a choice, right?
You are quick to understand, as though Monokuma has you trained.
What?
We got nothing to worry about, right, assholes? We'll figure out the culprit, won't we?
Don't worry.
Of course we don't need to worry. The top suspect is super obvious this time.
Hey!
Right, Himiko? Or Himiko.
How dare you bully Himiko, you degenerate! You want me to Aikido chop your head off, huh?
Wait.
Every time I see that statue, I take psychic damage. It's like negative 1 point of psychic damage, but +1 of just like odd fascination. Inspiration, I guess. Inspiration.
That's not even Aikido anymore, is it?
Either way.
This matter will be discussed in due time. You should save your arguments until then.
That's right.
Yeah, let's put an end to this at the class trial.
You're right.
Yeah, you're right. Come on, statue. Do your thing. It's not even a statue. If it moves, it's not a statue. Also, I guess those urns or whatever, those little flower pots that he's holding, that the water is pouring out of, are they like what? Relics that just produce water? Because water was flowing out of that. And that statue didn't have any like water lines or whatever going through it. So what, is that just a statue that like continually produces water? Is that just an amazing relic? And for every single one of these class trials, they break another indispensable relic? Like, what is this? The door appeared before us with pomp, as if sending heroes off to war. But what about the circumstance? The circumstance wasn't all that great. But with all the pomp, there must have been some circumstance. As you know, without pomp, there's no circumstance. Pomp and circumstance. After a pause, we all stepped toward the door. We were silent. All I could hear was our unsteady breathing. Just as we passed through the door, Ryoma walked in right next to us. What? Huh? Why are you here? It started up again.
Normally, I wouldn't mind the shaking, but I'm feeling especially sensitive to it now. Each of us felt that trembling through our entire bodies as we sank further still. Without sure footing, I'm positive I would have fallen as well. My breathing was becoming more ragged. My heart pounded harder and harder. Just when I thought I would pass out from the nerves, ding! The elevator came to a stop. But this wasn't the end. No, it was the very beginning of the next class trial. Fancy.
Welcome!
You've hopelessly,
That is not a word. What am I trying to say?
oh my god, you've hopelessly arrived once again. Did you want to come here because how wonderful it is?
Hopelessly. Brain, mouth, why?
Isn't it wonderful? I put so much effort into building this place. It should be a monument. Actually, we're the ones who used the Exiles to build this courtroom. But Father just took all the credit.
Wonderful.
But I am happy to be used as a slave. By Father. By Daddy.
What are you saying?
You idiots are really committing to this henchman bit.
They're so cute.
I don't like that Monokuma. Why? Why that expression? Whenever I see it, just why?
You guys are so cute that I can't help walking you to the bone. You put out a lot of elaborate detail into this courtroom, almost like it's for show.
Oh?
For show, huh? That's an interesting way to put it.
Granted that, yes, the last two times have been there to broadcast to others. One for the entire world, the other to the Future Academy, the Future Foundation. Is this just for show? Are you showing this to the people outside and...
Those people aren't with us, so you don't need to worry about them.
Or Shuichi having a straight-up anxiety attack on the way to the trial grounds. Yeah, pretty much.
Get it? They're not with us. As in, they're no longer with us. You know what I mean?
Hey,
In other words, you 13 are the only ones left in the world.
I said this in the very first thing that I did of this. Is this the moon? Because we technically don't know if this is... This could be the moon, this could be digital, because we've also... But they wouldn't do the, like, you're stuck in a game again. This could be the moon, because we don't know if it's actually, like, a painted-on sky that's there. It doesn't look like the clouds are moving or anything, or the sun's moving. I don't know. Because that would also explain the lack of bugs. It would not explain the plants, though. And I don't think the moon got destroyed in the horrible event that was a catastrophe, horrible, most awful event in the world, or whatever.
Now, show me just how you intend to bargain for your lives.
Why, hello! Something relating to arson. Welcome. You arrived at the best point. Then, the class trial began. Dude. Best time. Your timing is perfect. Is amazing. Ryoma Hoshi, the ultimate tennis pro. After falling from his former glory, he told us he had no reason to live. We are just starting. We have not found out who done it. We are just starting to unravel this mystery. We have no idea who done it. Because that's what these games are. These are whodunit games. As I'm sure both of you are familiar with, I feel like both of you already have gone through this entire game, but that's fine. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. I appreciate it. It's fun having people to talk to. But even so, did I read that? I feel like I may have not read that. After falling from his former glory, he told us he had no reason to live. But even so, he said he wanted to fight beside us, to get out of here with us. For that, he was trying to find a reason to live. He might have been a little stern, but he wasn't a cold man at all.
And the person who killed him was not the red guy, because that's Ryoma. It's here right now. I want to believe that's a lie. I don't want to believe it at all, but it might be one of the people on this screen, because this screen has no red on it yet. This one's all green, so maybe. However, that I thought that when I first saw these screens in Danganronpa 2, I'm just like, oh yeah, well, this screen doesn't have any green. It's definitely someone's either going to die or someone's going to... No, it didn't happen. So, I could be wrong. If this is where I find the truth, I won't avert my eyes anymore. This is the wish she entrusted to me. I will find the truth. To get out of here with everyone alive. I'm already pretty suspicious of someone, but I won't say who. Interesting. I'm going to survive. I can't die here. In order to keep my promise to her, I will fight. I will fight for my life in this trial of truth and lies. Before we get into it, because I know I played this case before, so I'm just vibing. Fair enough. I probably won't finish the entire, because it's already pretty late. I probably won't finish this entire thing today. I'm going to see if I can get to, I think that the intermission is a good stopping point for tonight, so we'll go until there. And then, I think, because for me, it's 11:21. I started at 9 before. I can either start at 9 or 10 tomorrow, and then we can finish that out. It shouldn't take too much longer than that. But yeah, essentially like 2.5 hours. Just take whatever time you're at and then subtract 2.5 hours. And that's probably when I'll start. That's 9 for me. I haven't played through the game yet, but I know what happened through all the games, which is why I won't state my suspicion. Ooh, fancy. Yeah, I kind of ruined the first game for myself, because I didn't watch the entire game, but I only watched through the class trials, because I'm like, oh, this is amazing. And because I saw the first bit of the game, and I'm just like, I need to watch the rest of this immediately. And here we are. Do you want to save? Of course. Yes, save here. And we're good. Although at the same time, I've had weird stuff happening with my internet for the past couple days, because there's that one time in which it cut out, and then yesterday it seemed to kind of cut out maybe a little bit. Like very fortunately was when I was ending the stream, but I don't know. It was weird. It was weird. Maybe also because I know the person that I'm suspicious of did it. Fair. I don't know if I have any skills right now, and I don't know how to do that. Let's begin. I believe I have it set on easy. I have it set. I just want to enjoy the story, and I don't have the it's still going to be hard for me because I don't have the actual controls in front of me.
Then, let's begin with the basic
Still gonna be hard.
explanation of the class trial.
Cool.
During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is, and vote for who done it.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming and enjoying this with us. I very much appreciate it. For sure.
Vote correctly, and only the
I'm
blackened will be
partially
punished.
surprised, but I'm also like very happy that nobody else has just found this and been like, oh cool, they don't know what's going on, they're doing a blind playthrough, cool. Let's spoil the entire game for them. Because I enjoy this. I don't want to be spoiled, but I want to have fun. And I was gonna play through this either way. So I'm like, I may as well stream it. And now I gotta talk to you guys and have fun. We make friends. Only for friends to get murdered. Sometimes.
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate from this academy. Also, refusing to vote will result in your death, so you better vote for someone.
And now I don't really have to do voices, which is good.
Now, let's
Well,
get this crazy,
I don't mind doing
awesome,
voices now.
Crazy awesome to the max trial underway.
But when I was doing Mono Kid, it was very raspy and very like gritty, and I did that stream for 10 hours. My throat was not good for the next like 2 days.
I think we all know who the most suspicious one is. It's...
You.
Let's combine our power and work together, everyone.
The person who's most suspicious is...
Now lend me your energy, everyone, so we can catch the culprit.
Because the murder happened during the magic show, the culprit can only be...
Yeah! I'm in top form today.
Tenko, why are you interrupting me? We can't have a good trial if you talk over me.
I mean, you lie all the time, man. We know how you work. You're just chaos.
I'm not interrupting you. Whatever you have to say is probably worthless anyway, because all males want to talk about is S.E.
Himiko seems suspicious.
You were with her. Why are you the one who's ratting her out?
Hey! Angie, how can you accuse Himiko?
Yes, Monokuma needs to just zip it. I agree.
Aren't you her friend?
I'm just telling you what Atua is telling me. He is using his divine knowledge to show us the way to survive. You should thank him, lest he pour his holy wrath upon you all.
How about no?
Screw Atua! That guy's got nothing on me. I'll protect Himiko.
But it does point to Himiko being the most suspicious.
Ryoma died
That is
during
true.
Himiko's magic show.
However, I think so far, no one who's been like called out as the first suspicious person has ever actually been the culprit in the end, if I'm not mistaken.
His body appearing in the water tank leads one to think the escape trick played a part. It's only natural we suspect Himiko. She was the one performing the trick.
No, that's wrong. The underwater escape wasn't a trick.
Also, is the volume? I forgot to ask this at any point, but is the volume? I'm assuming because nobody said anything. Is the volume okay? You can hear the characters and you can hear everything. Okay, just fine. I hope.
It was magic.
And my mic versus the volume game is also good. I hope, probably.
It's not the part you need to deny. You gotta tell us you're not the culprit.
Magic, huh? That's so cool. What a mysterious miracle.
Kokichi does deserve to have someone screaming over him every once in a while. Might make him humbler. Who knows?
Now,
Exactly.
did you kill Ryoma, Himiko? Atua will hear your confession.
Stop it! There's no way any of that is true!
It's true, though. Himiko used the underwater escape trick to kill Ryoma. But I still don't have a clue how Himiko did the trick.
I know how this happened.
There's no trick. That really was magic.
You know, maybe it really was magic.
Please stop it. If you don't reveal your trick now, then we'll vote you as the culprit.
Explain, I get spoiled so much at this point. It's almost always know everything that'll happen in a game before I play it, so I can never really enjoy the game's story, and I wouldn't like anyone else to have to experience that. Yeah, it's the same thing with like anime, manga, whatever. If somebody is just like, if you watch anime but somebody else has read the manga, it's just like, oh man, like this sounds interesting. It's just like, oh yes, but you wouldn't like when this character dies. It's just like, I'm sorry, what? Yeah, no, it's never fun whenever that happens.
Stop picking on Himiko! A cute tiny flower like her couldn't kill anyone.
I get that you want to defend her, but that might be a bit much.
As I expected, the others suspect Himiko, but I have my doubts. I can't let this case get derailed by misunderstandings. I'm the ultimate detective, so it's up to me, the player, which is you. Wait, what? Okay, the water tank trick.
Atua has blessed me with an epiphany. The culprit used the underwater escape trick to pull off a sneaky switcheroo with Ryoma.
After that, the time ran out.
Oops.
The tank above Ryoma opened and piranhas came pouring out.
Ah, and he was eaten alive.
He was dead.
Thrown by piranhas. Savage Ray took
Okay, eaten alive. So that would be the Monokuma
No,
file.
that's wrong. The underwater escape was no trick, it's magic.
Okay, no, it was a trick. Nope, that's the part that I need to talk about.
Titless, no one cares.
Mean. That is uncalled for. God, whatever. That is a fact, but it doesn't mean that was the cause of his death.
Atua has blessed me with an epiphany.
Okay. Okay, no, we're talking about. Okay, no, we are talking about the Monokuma file.
To pull off
Okay.
a sneaky switcheroo with Ryoma.
Speed up is not space.
After that, the time ran out.
Escape.
And the piranhas came.
No, come on. Okay, we'll skip. Because that's an agree point. I'm not agreeing with that. Because it was a trick.
Me with it. To pull off a
Okay, here we go. Come on. I hate. I'll press space. I'll slow everything down. It's fine. I don't know why escape is speed up though, but fine. Sure. There we go. Finally. Took way too long, but we got it. He was already dead.
No, Ryoma's death was not caused by the piranhas. The Monokuma file indicates the cause of death is drowning.
So it wasn't the piranhas then. He was drowned.
The writing is good enough, it should still be enjoyable, even with spoilers. Yeah. And the voice acting, and just like this in general. It's enjoyable.
I haven't checked the Monokuma file yet, so that's news to me.
Dumbass. Oofy, I'm always tempted to go into the internet like halfway through my first playthrough of any game to find fan art, and then I never do. I know, right? It's the same thing, like I wanted to rewatch Kaede's execution, and then I'm just like, maybe I shouldn't do that because I'll probably pull up other people's executions or whatever.
You lying little brat! Telling lies is what turns you into a degenerate male.
So what? Ryoma drowned, Himiko changed places with him, and then the piranhas ate him, right?
No, Himiko only had 60 seconds to escape from the tank. Even if they changed places at the start of the show, that's insufficient time to drown someone.
If that is the case, then when did he drown?
At night. It was obviously before.
That's it!
And we know where.
Ryoma was already drowned before the show started.
Agreed. Before being eaten by the piranhas, he made no attempt to escape the water. To be precise, he made no movements whatsoever. Yes, by that point, he had already joined the ranks of the dead.
Could that mean his body was hidden until the culprit made it appear in the tank?
Yes.
Hidden? Where?
Wait, this part is still weird to me.
The culprit would have had to hide the body near the tank, and then show it during the act.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, really.
Was there a place on stage where the culprit could have hid the body?
Yes and no.
Oh wait! Himiko should know since she performed the underwater escape trick.
There is a place, however, that's not what happened.
Himiko, why won't you just explain it to us?
Because it's magic.
No, maybe it really was magic.
Shut up.
Hey!
Himiko is committed to her act, but those who deal in dreams are oft liars.
Why is everyone still picking on Himiko? You're all worse than a drunk dad's ramblings.
I hope you don't have experience with it. Maybe that's why you think all males are I feel bad for you now, Tenko.
We should let him vent. After all, it's tough being the man of the house.
And we gotta figure out how the trick works to find where the body was hidden.
But Himiko does not wish to tell us how she performed her act.
I know.
Then let's work together to reveal the secrets behind Himiko's trick!
I could just tell everyone right now.
So, not real magic?
No, it was real magic. Magic.
I suddenly believe her.
Oh no! It's Himiko's curse! Her curses are really powerful!
Aren't incantations usually more, complicated than that?
Anyway, we first need to determine how Himiko performed. We know. And we know how it happened. If we can't figure that out, this case is going nowhere. Okay. The water tank
Did
trick.
Himiko escape the water tank?
Maybe she just climbed out and no one noticed.
Nah, she definitely would have been caught.
Perhaps the mechanism was set up on the stage.
I hate you.
The curtain covering the tank was certainly suspicious.
What about that square pane of glass we found in the tank?
No, that's probably the lid.
Had a secret hatch.
Yes, I agree.
I agree.
Okay, well, it's good that I missed that then. Never mind.
Maki is correct. There was an escape hatch on that tank.
I see. So it did have one.
That's right. I discovered a similar tank in Himiko's lab. There was a panel on the side that could open. That was her escape.
Mind over strength!
Oh, no.
No! Your logic is all wrong, Shuichi.
How are you arguing? What? How? Why?
And you don't even know why you're wrong either. Typical degenerate male.
Okay, we're doing this again, are we?
I'll smash in your face with my fists of hot burning steel!
Yeah, let's not. I was beaten up by you enough already.
The side of the tank being open doesn't have anything to do with Himiko's escape. She didn't use an escape hatch. I know she didn't do that. And now, I'm gonna punch you!
How about no? I missed that.
Wait a second. Before you punch me,
Yes, please.
what makes you so sure she didn't?
Because if she escaped from a hatch in the tank, the water would have gushed out with her. There would have been water everywhere.
Wait, what?
That wouldn't be magical at all. The whole trick
Oh, I
would
had
be
to
ruined.
right click. That's right. I forgot.
With that out of the way, I'm gonna punch you.
Oops. Okay, okay.
Because if she escaped from a hatch in the tank,
We
the
got it.
water would have gushed out with her.
We got it.
There would have been water everywhere.
Right click. There we go.
I'll cut through your words. There was a reason the room wasn't flooded with water. The staircase that was attached to the water tank. Try to remember how the staircase was positioned. It was aligned perfectly with the tank's escape hatch, meaning the water tank was connected to the inside of the staircase.
Inside staircase? His body was in stairs?
No, that's how Himiko escaped. I don't think his body was even in there. I don't think Himiko has anything to do with this.
Knowing that, it's clear how Himiko made her escape from underwater. There was a curtain covering the tank during the performance, allowing Himiko to enter the staircase from the hatch undetected. Any water that spilled out would have simply funneled into the staircase.
So how do you get out from the staircase?
The staircase also has an escape hatch, one facing away from us.
I feel like that entire section was a door, not just... It wasn't that small.
It's placed so that the water would not drain from the staircase.
I mean, this is right, but also wrong. The diagram is wrong.
In which case,
Bothers
a person
me.
could exit and leave water inside the staircase.
However, that person would be soaked, meaning that some trace should be left.
That would explain why there was a puddle around the stairs.
And specifically under the stairs.
So when Himiko came out from the stairs, her wet clothes...
See, look, the diagram is wrong. It goes right to the very tank. It's not a weird, like, angle kind of thing that they were showing. What is this? Get your blueprinting diagrams right.
Bitch! Caught you soaking wet and red-handed!
I feel like that's a euphemism.
Judging from Himiko's reaction, you hit it right on the bullseye.
But Himiko's clothes should have been wet when she left the water tank.
She could have had a change of clothes because everybody has multiple changes of clothes. That being said, if there's water on the stairs, she could have also just hid a towel there. Wiped all that up and just hid the towel as well. Behold, the magnificent underwater escape.
Her clothes were definitely not wet.
They looked like they were wring dry though.
That's because my underwater escape wasn't a trick. It was magic.
No, magic had nothing to do with why her clothes weren't wet. No magic had, changed.
That's it!
Love how Himiko's little diagram model still shows her hat. Yeah, exactly. It's great.
The dormitory is stocked with uniforms. Did you hide one behind the stage in advance?
I remember seeing Himiko go to the gym this morning, carrying a uniform and a towel.
Then why didn't you clean up the extra water, Himiko? You were so very close.
Why would you say that?
I see. She had a towel too. She may not have had time to fully dry her hair. But her short hair and hat ensured we were none the wiser.
Himiko can't get wet, because her body repels water.
Why?
Huh?
Why is this a thing?
Like a duck?
Himiko, come on. Give it up already.
Fine. You win. It's just like you said. The water tank and staircase both have mechanisms.
So I was correct.
But that doesn't mean I used them.
Uh...
I didn't need them, because I used my magic.
Again with the magic crap. Were you dropped on your head as a kid?
I think everyone here was.
Now that we understand how the trick was performed, let us move on.
Yes, let us proceed. Where did the culprit hide Ryoma's body?
In the pool.
From our discussion earlier, his body could have been in the space inside the staircase.
But that's where Himiko would escape from, right?
So Himiko went in the stairs with the body? What kind of kinky shit is she into?
Also love how this implies that everyone only has access to copies of their one signature. I mean, as does everyone in all the animes, of course. You don't have like 5 different types of your one outfit. Doesn't everyone have that? What are you talking about?
That seems unlikely. There isn't enough space for 2 people to fit in there.
Yeah, the stairs are pretty cramped. It'd be hard to fit even Ryoma and Himiko in there. Who says they went in together? She could have made the switch as she was leaving the tank. At the same time, she could have pulled out the body from inside the stairs.
Okay, once again, that's not how that worked. The entire panel was there. He wouldn't have been squished in between the two. Plus, you would see, like, little... Well, his... Either way, he would be, like, crumpled at the very bottom of that little section there. That's not how that... No, just stop. Diagrams.
That way she'd have room to put herself
Please.
in there. See how easy that is?
Yeah, but there's more space there than that.
I think that explains how Himiko changed places with Ryoma's body.
No.
Wait a minute! Why did you automatically assume it was Himiko?
Yeah, really.
Who else but Himiko could have done it?
Well, now we have to offer up other ways that it could have been done.
Angie, spent more time with Himiko than any of us, so why are you accusing her?
You may think you're protecting Himiko, but what if she really is the culprit? We'll all die, and it will be all your fault. Atua will lose precious devotees.
I mean, I know in other games you can get like the characters' underwear, so maybe they just have, instead of pajamas, maybe all of them just sleep in either their underwear, clothes, or just as free as the day they were born.
Are you okay with that, Tenko?
I'm totally fine with that.
What?
I don't care what anyone says. Himiko would never murder someone. That's what I believe more than anything. I want to believe in her, no matter what. If I can't do that, then I'd rather just die.
Aw.
So until this body takes its final breath, I'm gonna keep believing in Himiko.
Oh, I don't know what I'm debating though. Uh-oh.
The only one who could have switched out Ryoma's body?
Probably the
is
insect meat and
Himiko
greet.
herself.
When Himiko was escaping the tank,
Mm-hmm.
she dragged out the body hidden in the stairs
I doubt it.
and simply switched places with it.
Are you telling me you saw that happen?
No one could have seen that. It would have occurred in the middle of the show, when the tank was covered with a curtain.
So basically, no one saw anything.
Oh.
I
Don't does it
didn't
count?
do it, I swear. Ryoma's corpse wasn't in the staircase.
Quit lying, you donkey-lipped con artist!
Jeez.
She's not lying! She's not a con artist, and she doesn't have donkey lips!
It is possible that Himiko and Ryoma switched places in the water, but I feel like I'm forgetting. I know the important point.
When Himiko was escaping the tank, she dragged out the body hidden in the stairs. And simply switched places with it. Are you telling me you saw that happen? No one could have seen that. It would have
Occurred in the
middle of the show.
when the tank was covered with a curtain.
So basically, no one saw
God. Okay, fine.
That's wrong!
I was not expecting it at all. Yeah. Exactly.
Someone did see inside the
Oh,
tank. It was Gonta.
reading the achievement in Danganronpa 2 when I got Nagito's underwear, it nearly killed me. Oh. I actually didn't get anybody's underwear because I didn't play that far, but I bet if you weren't expecting it, it's just like, oh, I want to learn more about you, and that's just like, oh, okay, I didn't want to learn that much. Cool. I could see how that, yeah, I could see how that would be surprising and also hilarious.
Gonta had climbed onto the stage and was looking into the tank from above. Isn't that right, Gonta?
Yeah, Gonta saw down into tank, but saw no one in there.
No one was in there?
Yeah, no one. Guess that clue no good, huh?
No, that's actually a great clue, because if Ryoma's body was hidden inside the staircase, Himiko would have had to pull him out before she went inside. There certainly wasn't enough room
Diagram's
in the
wrong, but
staircase for both.
whatever, fine.
But that
There was more than enough staircase. There was more than enough room in the staircase for both of them, if the diagram was correct. But fine, whatever.
Ryoma's body must not have been hidden in the staircase.
What if they squeezed into that space with Ryoma's body to avoid getting caught?
She had no need to worry about us witnessing her at that point. For the entire stage was hidden behind a curtain. To all but Gonta, anyway.
Then the culprit never would have considered hiding inside the staircase with the body. Entering the staircase after moving the body is much faster, and seems more rational too.
Then Ryoma's body wasn't hidden in the stairs?
And then for a moment I thought everyone gave you different things when you completed a friendship quest, and Nagito was just really into Hajime. Which, I mean, he was, but that's besides the point. No, I could... That would be amazing if it's just like, oh, here's my most treasured, like, here's my other Hellhound earring, here's my, like, very special, here's Jumpy's... What? Here's Jumpy's favorite squeaky toy or something like that, and they all give you just like very like special items to them, but Nagito's just like, hey dude, have my underwear. You're a special guy, and this is my most special thing. Here you go. I could see him doing that though.
Hidden, or I'm gonna start cutting throats.
Where was Ryoma's body hidden? We need to pin that down. It's clear that it was not inside the staircase, but where?
Where were you hiding Ryoma's body?
Piranha, it doesn't make sense if it's the Piranha Tank, though.
After all, there was only enough space for Himiko.
Oh, I know what happened.
If there was a way to enter the tank from there, then it would be plausible.
Or maybe the body
I know
was
what
in the
happened
tank
now.
all along,
It was.
But we just couldn't see it.
Impossible. You'd need top-notch visual effects to pull that off.
And what of the tank containing the piranhas?
Whoops.
No way! If you put a body in there, the piranhas would have eaten it way before we saw it.
But if the body and piranhas were separated...
Yes, I agree.
I agree.
That's why that was there. Okay. That makes so much more sense.
Kyo's hypothesis is correct. The body and the piranhas were separated.
Because, yeah, Angie was saying that there were more... Yeah, Angie was saying that there were more piranhas, but no, it was the same amount of piranhas. More of them, they were just squished up closer to the screen because the glass pane was divided. Okay, gotcha.
This was accomplished using the square glass pane found in the tank.
Just as I thought.
The hell are you talking about?
Using that glass pane as a divider, a safe space could be created in the tank. It is in such a space that the body could be stored, separated from the piranhas.
That means Ryoma's body was hidden in the piranha tank the whole time.
So Ryoma's body fell into the water tank with the piranhas?
That's yes.
Knew it.
People repeat stuff so much in Danganronpa. But it's fine. I enjoy it.
Gonta was above stage when piranhas fall. That's why Gonta sees something no one else could. When piranhas fell, Gonta sees some big thing fall into water tank with them.
Right when the timer hit 0, the buzzer went off and said death for whatever reason. That's not a good... whatever. And then... the bottom of the suspended tank swung open, and the murky water and shadowy shapes inside fell straight into the water tank Himiko was swimming in. Huh?
No. Now that Gonta think about it, Gonta maybe see Ryoma's body.
When the piranhas dropped from the tank, I thought I saw something bigger drop as well. The water tank on the bottom is made completely out of glass, correct? You can see what is happening through the glass. Can you really hide a body in the tank?
Even in murky water, a dead body would still be visible in a glass tank.
Unless a certain something was used to obscure the body.
Piranhas?
Certain something?
We all agree that the glass pane was used to separate the body from the piranhas, correct? Well, that method has the added benefit of hiding the body from view.
How could you hide a body like that?
How is the culprit able to conceal the body in the piranha tank with the piranhas? crammed piranhas.
This is it! It was the piranhas. The piranhas were obscuring the body.
Usually I make a mistake in these by now, but I'm doing good so far, and now that I've called it out, I'm probably gonna make a mistake.
Huh? The piranhas?
But I'm surprised. I'm doing good.
That's right. Remember what Angie said during the investigation?
I noticed it right as the show started. I feel like there are more piranhas today than yesterday when we were preparing.
They increased that significantly? I didn't know piranhas fuck like rabbits.
They don't.
It seemed that way, but it wasn't that the actual number of piranhas increased.
Plus, they wouldn't get to the same size as the other adult piranhas in that amount of time.
The glass pane divided the tank nearly in half, right? The piranhas got crowded together, making it look like there were more of them.
The more densely the piranhas are packed, the harder it is to see past them.
Because of that, it was difficult to see the body hidden in the tank.
The glass pane was the lid from the piranha tank. It was really easy
I
to
thought it
detect
might have
that
been.
one, so it's no wonder they used it as a divider.
Gee, thanks for telling us that useless detail.
It's useful, you dick.
What the heck are you saying? That detail was super useful. Sure, the lid looks a little big, but if you set it diagonally, it would fit perfectly. Nice job, Himiko! Your explanation was awesome.
This much evidence? It seems like the body was definitely in the piranha tank.
Congrats, Himiko! Now there should be no reason for anyone to suspect you.
Really?
Yeah, because if you didn't switch places with the body, then you couldn't have killed him.
Oh, why did you say that, Tenko?
It only means we now have other suspects. You are not cleared of suspicion just yet.
Exactly. Piranhas reproduce like Minecraft mobs confirmed. Right, yes. It's the unending amounts of like squids and like that makes sense. There's probably just a spawning cube. As along with like in the magic lab, in the cauldron, they were making a spawning cube for all these, and that's what the poisons on the back shelf were. It's all making sense. It all fits together now.
Okay, but still, that's way better.
True.
That's wonderful news, Himiko! Atua is happy for you.
Angie, don't be innocent now.
Apologize, Angie. You and your Atua better tell Himiko you're sorry right now.
Yeah, really.
Atua is sleeping. He went to bed angry because you all doubted him.
What a petty-ass god.
No, it's okay. We shouldn't be mad at Angie.
Himiko, you're too nice.
We should be mad at this class trial. At this killing game.
Oh, Himiko! Bless your sweet, kind heart.
I mean, don't say anything, but the person I'm most suspicious of is Miko.
That's what Atua said anyway.
Miko? Mika? No. Mimi.
What?
It's not the name.
It's too bad that
What's
the
the name?
handsome god went to bed angry, though.
Isn't that handsome god supposedly just like a black worm with one big eye? No, the Ultimate Caregiver is the one that I was suspicious of because I thought it was in the Ultimate Caregiver's room, but I guess not. But we still don't know what happened with them, so.
Himiko's still brainwashed. But I'm not giving up just yet. This
Maki.
is gonna be a breeze.
I was close.
Great. Now what are we gonna do? We're back to square one.
And why are we back to square one?
Because any of us could still be the culprit. Jeez! You flunked out of Tard School or something?
That's not PC. How dare you?
Nuh-uh. Not
Most of you aren't
everyone.
anything near PC, though.
We can narrow it down to whoever doesn't have an alibi yet.
Eh? What alibi?
I guess I should have known a dumb whore pig like you wouldn't understand. So let me explain.
Yeah, no one's PC and everyone was dropped on their head as a kid.
Who you calling a dumb pig?
If there's this much evidence, then there's no mistake. The body was hidden in the Piranha Tank.
I apologize for getting Maki's name. I apologize. She is truly wonderful.
But for someone to
I do
plant
think
the body
she's
in there
good.
with such limited time is pretty
I
tricky.
genuinely do think she is good. Not good as in, like, a nice person, necessarily, at this point. I don't really have anything to go in that way, but I also don't have anything to go in the other way, so... I have a feeling that her character is neutral, however, I like her as a character. There we go. Kokichi brings up a valid point. There's only one time the culprit could have set up the scene. The only time was before nighttime. Yep.
That's it! It was done yesterday, before nighttime.
Ding, ding, ding! The ultimate detective gets it right again!
Oh, wait. How do you know it was before nighttime yesterday?
Stop asking me dumbass questions. It could have been solved with the process of elimination. Jeez. Fine. I'll explain it to the itty-bitty pea-brained bitchlet.
Man, the writing team in Danganronpa really went out on it. It's not a word.
First, the gym was closed during nighttime, so no one could have entered.
If you try to enter the gym at night, it'll go off.
Oh, poor Mono Kid.
You
Kind
talking
of.
about my butthole?
I'm sorry, no.
No, she means the alarm.
After nighttime passed, morning came. But hiding the body before the show was...
Impossible!
Who wasn't in Gonta's bug class? That seems important. It means they have to do makeup work for the class. Yes. Yes. Mew really needs to have some one-on-one experience with the bugs.
Himiko and I were waiting in front of the gym.
And so does
before
everyone else.
the morning announcement.
Himiko got so very traumatized. Absolutely covered and swarmed with bugs.
Which leaves only one possibility. It was done before nighttime yesterday. Anyone who doesn't get this is just as stupid as the whore bitchlet over there.
So the culprit placed Ryoma's corpse in the Piranha Tank before nighttime yesterday? Which means he was also killed during that time frame.
Yay! Now we know what time the crime happened, right?
And they disappoint Gonta, which is just as traumatizing as the murder, to be honest. He seems very nice. He probably wouldn't murder. But if you disappoint Gonta, that could potentially lead to your death.
I still
Just
don't
saying.
really get it, though. Can we narrow down the time of death a bit more?
I'm sure we can narrow it down more if we consider the source of the information. That's helpful, but I don't think that's also not super helpful. Pool rules? Pool rules. Wait, no, we don't. We haven't mentioned anything about the pool yet. Oops. I cannot begin to imagine how that fits into the timeline of events leading to Ryoma's death.
Damn it!
They don't think you're a fraud. Okay, then it would probably be this. Was Ryoma present at the insect meet and greet? No, Ryoma was not present. I don't believe anyone that Gonta captured had seen Ryoma.
Damn it!
Okay, so I need Ryoma's timeline events. That's what I need. I'm smart. Then we would do Kokichi, because Kokichi saw Ryoma. Right? I can't scroll. I can't show the question. I don't know what X is. Witnessing Ryoma. Never mind.
This is it!
Dear God.
If we can find out who last saw Ryoma alive, we can narrow down the time of death.
Kokichi and Miyu are secretly great friends. Change my mind. You know, I don't have anything to argue
Hirumi,
against that,
You
so
were asking everyone when they had last seen him,
I could
right?
see it.
Yes, Gonta was the last person who saw Ryoma.
What? Really?
And when was the last time Gonta saw Ryoma?
When Gonta was inviting everyone to insect meet and greet, so...
Quote unquote, inviting. Insect meet and greet shouldn't be in quotes. Inviting should be in quotes.
Gonta think that was maybe 8 p.m.?
If he was last seen at 8 p.m. and was killed before nighttime officially began,
Then we can assume the crime took place between 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock at night.
So all we must do is find someone with no alibi for that time period, yes? Simple enough. After all, most of us were detained by Gonta then.
If I recall correctly, the only people that weren't there besides Ryoma...
That would be the four of us. Myself, Kaito, Miu, and also Maki.
Well, Kirumi, you would tell the truth, even if it screwed you over.
I do this for everyone. It is my duty to unveil the truth, so I do not care if people suspect me.
Ah, beautiful! Your spirit of self-sacrifice is just too beautiful!
I will also say this. The crime took place between 8 and 10 o'clock at night, and I was at the gym during that time. But I was only there for about 5 minutes.
Why would you even say that, though? You're tying a noose around your neck, you know.
I don't care if it was 5 seconds. It's way too suspicious that you were alone in the gym. I think the cleaning lady here is the culprit. You killed Ryoma, didn't you?
It is too soon to tell. We should hear what everyone has to say, right?
Fuck that noise!
But Miu, you don't have an alibi for when the crime occurred either, do you?
Think I'm suspicious? I don't even know where the gym is.
What the hell are you saying? I'm off to bed. Have a good rest of stream. I will be stopping at the intermission, so we will finish this tomorrow, but nonetheless, thank you for joining. I will see you tomorrow, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Thank you for joining.
Doesn't telling such obvious lies make you more suspicious, Miu?
The other two without alibis are Kaito and Maki. Let us hear your testimonies.
I was in my research lab the whole time. I didn't go to the gym.
But you said you went to the shower.
But that cannot be proven, can it?
Have a good period of unconsciousness. Yeah. That I like that. I like that instead of saying, "Oh, have a good sleep, have a good period of unconsciousness." I might use that.
What about Kaito?
That is
Only
humorous.
murderers grow out creepy facial hair like mustaches and goatees.
What? My goatee's not creepy. It gives me a glamorous celebrity vibe.
Anyway, among those four, the culprit must be the one who doesn't have an alibi.
I apologize, but given the circumstances, we have no choice but to suspect you.
Suspect who? Who's the culprit?
Wait up! Why are you guys suspicious of me? I've been helping the whole time!
Oh, multiple debate.
Remember now, I do have an alibi.
You
Oh,
will see
okay.
whether or not I am suspicious as the trial progresses.
I'm
No
not
way
the
I'm the
culprit.
culprit!
Here we go. Fun times. Mass panic debate is gonna start. That's what you're thinking. Oh, you're gonna add something else, aren't you? Well, you're exactly correct, buddy. But let me give you another tutorial first. Mass panic debate this time around will have loud voice dialogue. It's when one of your opponents shouts their opinion in a loud voice. That blocks out everyone's arguments. Even if you see a weak spot, you can't refute it. So what do I have to do about that? Luckily, it's just like white noise. Shut 'em up with the A button silencer. Okay, so left click. After that, all of the arguments will be audible again. Then you just shoot the truth bullet at the weak spot. You know the drill. Thank you for your understanding.
What is your alibi?
5 minutes.
What was Kokichi's account? 9 p.m. Well, okay, that's some of the time. So that could be Kokichi.
When I was running from
I even tried hiding in the girls' bathroom.
Why would you admit that?
a little heated if catch my drift. What's Monkey's alibi?
And then right before nighttime, I got tired and fell asleep.
Did you really leave the gym at 9 p.m.?
Oh no.
Are you sure you did not stay at the gym?
No, in my own room. Jeez.
Okay, so I should have shot that. Okay, I gotcha. Gotcha.
I was running away.
Okay, here we go.
Are you sure you did not stay at the gym?
No, in my own room.
Lovely.
I heard it.
No, I think Kirumi is telling the truth. Kokichi's story proves it.
Right when I got to the entrance hall, Kurumi spotted me. That was right after I left Gonta's lab, so it was right around 9 p.m. She started throwing questions at me left and right, asking if I was up to no good. She just kept talking, then finally let me go around 10 p.m. when nighttime rolled around. A whole hour. Well, only the first half hour was a lecture. Then we played tag for the other half.
Kokichi met Kirumi at 9 p.m., and they were together until nighttime.
Gonta went to the gym to catch Himiko and Angie 5 minutes before 9 o'clock. After I left Gonta's lab, I ran into Kirumi. I'm pretty sure Kirumi stayed at the gym 5 minutes till 9 o'clock.
This information could have been told to us beforehand.
Well, too bad. That's how this game works.
Sorry, forgot. I definitely didn't keep it a secret to make the trial more interesting.
I doubt that. For some
Forgot?
reason.
It seems far more plausible that you were telling another lie.
Unlike robots, we meatbags can't pull out our memories from our hard drive.
Was that supposed to offend me? Your irrationality fills me with pity.
If I am the culprit, that would mean I killed Ryoma within 5 minutes, transported him to the gym, and hid him in the Piranha Tank. This seems highly unlikely.
If you called Ryoma out to the gym and killed him there, you wouldn't need to move him. All you would have to do is hide him in the Piranha Tank.
Gonta was in the midst of heading to the gym to capture Angie. Are you claiming I took advantage of that and called Ryoma for a rendezvous at the gym?
That would be pretty difficult. We should probably look at other possibilities.
Maybe someone snuck into the gym while Kirumi and I were busy talking.
The only ones capable of that are the other three with no alibis.
Mew, Kaito, and Maki! Ah, you're including me too?
But there's actually one person we can rule out of the suspects list.
Oh?
Right? There's one person who's totally not suspicious. Say who it is already.
It's not you. One person can be eliminated as a suspect, according to Kokichi. You must be talking about the figure he saw. They certainly would have an alibi. He needs to pin down who that was. The key to that fact lies in Kokichi, Gonta, and Mew's statements. According to what we know, that figure Kokichi saw must be... Oh, it was Mew. Right, because the womanly... her womanly wiles is why...
Kokichi,
right.
You're talking about Mew, right?
What? Mew?
Yeah, you can take her off the list. She actually has an alibi.
Booyah! Suck it, nerds!
Wait a sec. Since when does she have an alibi?
If you compare everyone's statements, there's no other possibility.
Oh yeah, I did see something odd while Kurumi was lecturing me. Something odd? I saw a half-naked girl wandering around the courtyard in her underwear. It was too dark for me to make out who it was, but I saw her walk around for a bit.
A girl walking around half naked.
Who else could it be but the horny exhibitionist Mew?
I mean, we still don't know the reason for
We
it.
can't
but-
just jump to conclusions like that. He just saw a shadow, right? That could have been anyone walking around in women's underwear, even me.
Why are you that desperate? No, because Gonta and Mew had also said that they ran into each other.
That'd be a whole different issue.
No, it's Mew, without a doubt. You and Gonta's statements prove it.
Oh, going to see Mew, but Gonta's face get red hot, so Gonta could no bring her.
Your face got hot? Do you mean you were hot on her trail, right?
No, she used her, what she call it, secret woman weapon, and then...
Oh, well, I had to use my secret woman weapon, and let's just leave it at that.
I see. It sounds like Gonta got an eyeful,
What? Why the heck were you in your underwear, Mew?
Yeah, I don't know if I want to know that, but...
You know, I'm pretty stacked, so
Yeah, but that's not a good reason.
I figured I'd take my clothes off so Gonta would be too flustered to touch me.
No. That's not a reason. I want a reason.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it, you cockroaches. Anyway, I think the blood rushed to both of Gonta's heads because he got super embarrassed.
Mew was in her underwear, and Gonta got weird feeling. So Gonta ran away.
Well, when you got the body of a goddess, it's only natural to want to flaunt it. I
That-
show my panties to the boys all the time.
That's not what you were doing, though. You were very embarrassed.
And I mean all the time.
Don't lie. You're embarrassing yourself
You're
only
welcome,
even
Gonta.
further.
Think of me during your next tug session.
Jesus, come on.
Most of that was unintelligible nonsense, but it would seem that Mew has an actual alibi.
Yep, it took a while, but at least we got everyone's alibis cleared up. We should remember all of this in case we need to recall these events again.
Alibis for yesterday has been recorded in the monopad. I wonder if we're going to need it. I bet we will.
That leaves Kaito and Maki as the only ones with no alibis.
Then one of them must be the culprit. But which one, I wonder? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch the culprit by its...
Hold up! Don't decide just yet!
Okay. Interesting. I think I know how, if it does stick to those two, I think I know how this is going to play out. Because we currently have evidence. For Maki. However, usually if we have evidence, there's some big twist. So, even though I have no reason to suspect him, I think Kaito. But we have absolutely nothing at this moment to say that it could be him. We have stuff against Maki, but usually there's a twist. So, if it does stick between just those two, then I think it might be Kaito. Because then that would also explain why earlier they're just like, and I put my faith, I put my trust in Kaito. I was then taught that my trust could be easily broken, or whatever it said yesterday. Okay, but I still don't know how that would happen, but okay. But something inside me doesn't want to accuse Kaito. I mean, I don't want to either, that's the thing. But, twists. I want to believe Kaito until he's proven guilty. I will trust him.
Maybe we should determine the sequence of events. The culprit
No, we should do something more fun. And I have the perfect idea.
No, okay, creepy. What?
We narrowed it down to 2 people, and one of those 2 is the culprit, right?
Well, I mean, we don't know that for sure, but I'm guessing you're just gonna say, okay, everybody just vote for whoever.
Since we don't have to randomly accuse each other, finding the truth just got much easier.
Okay, never mind.
So let's find the truth with a more effective method.
Torture?
And
What's
is
going
this
through your mind?
effective method?
If one of them is the culprit, then the innocent one should know who the guilty one is. Yeah?
Oh, you're talking about the, oh, it's my baby. No, it's my baby. Okay, I'll cut the baby in half. Okay, yeah, let's do that. And then the other one is just like, no, please, she can have the other baby. I just want it to live. It's just like, okay, that's obviously the mother because that one actually cares about the well-being of the child.
Because if
This
you know
predicament.
you're not the culprit, then you can just accuse the other person.
Yes, that is true.
Which means there is one person among us who definitely knows who the culprit is. To that someone who knows, do your best to convince us. Work harder.
Work harder?
I don't think this is gonna help anything.
Have the two argue for their innocence. That's how we'll decide our culprit.
Even if we did that, wouldn't they just pass the blame back and forth?
Yeah, really.
And...
Huh?
You guys talk about cooperation and teamwork, but you're all afraid. You're too scared to point your fingers at others, so you hide behind the word trust. How do you expect to find the culprit when you're all worried about each other's feelings? If you're planning to expose a liar, then you have to corner them psychologically. Only then will they reveal their true self as a liar, hiding beneath a layer of deceit!
I like your voice actor, Kokichi.
If we want to find the liar, I suggest that the two suspects argue against each other. No more pointless deductions. All we need is for them to fight for their lives. So let's host an argument that's totally not boring but super fun! We'll catch the culprit in their lies when we find a contradiction. We'll scare the culprit until they screw up! That's how a true class trial works.
That's how your version works.
Right, Monokuma?
A development like that would liven things up a bit.
All right.
Yep, I totally agree.
That's
You're
sure.
agreeing with Monokuma? Just whose side are you on?
He's on his own side. He's always been on his own side.
I'm on your side. I don't want to die either, you know. That's why we need to take this seriously. A hot debate to smoke out the lies.
And how do you expect us to start this?
If you guys need some help getting started, I can give out the first topic. Our first topic is this! Ta-da!
The cups pad.
Not just any cups pad, but the one given to our latest victim, Ryoma.
Ooh.
When we started investigating, I went straight to his room to borrow it.
So, it wasn't the culprit who took
Ooh.
the video from his room. It was you.
And the reason why I brought it out just for this occasion is because one of these two had Ryoma's motive video. Dun dun dun!
One of these two had it?
Yeah, that's not good.
And for us to figure that out, we need to know who this motive video belongs to.
Kokichi seemed very disturbed by that.
Take a guess, everyone. Whose motive video did Ryoma have?
Maki, because we had... He had Maki's, because we had Kaido's. Yes, you should know the answer. Neither. Maki.
That's it.
It was Maki's motive video, right?
Oh, how did you ever guess? Ooh, I know! It's because the motive video that you have belongs to Kaito. Process of elimination wins again. The obvious answer was Maki, right?
Is that true, Shuichi?
Yes.
Yes, you're right.
And what about that? Just because Ryoma had my motive video, that doesn't make me the culprit.
Finally, you said something! This is how a debate should be. I only brought up the motive video to make you talk.
Excuse me?
Okay, now that we got the party rolling, let's get you and Kaito ready to argue.
Yeah.
Remember, if you're not the culprit, then that means the other one is. Got that? Let's start this extreme death debate. Tear up the other's lies, rip each other apart.
Wait just a minute. What are you trying to...
He's trying to see
Quit
the.
screwing around.
He's trying
We
to
don't need to
see-
debate who's a culprit.
Trying to sow the seeds of chaos.
I'm not the culprit. That's for sure.
That's.
Which means...
Whoa, 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 whoa! Why are you immediately agreeing with this?
Kaito, wait. Maybe Kokichi is wrong. Maybe he...
Maki isn't the culprit either.
Well, how what?
What?
Huh? Really? You're saying neither of you are the culprit? Then what would be the point of this whole debate?
Who cares about that? All I know is that neither me or Maki are the culprit.
Okay, well, we need your reasoning, and you need to say it now.
It's just a hunch I've got.
I don't think it's a hunch. Maybe you two were together.
Hunch?
Yeah, that's not going to hold up in court, which we are in a mock court, but
Are you being serious? You do know all our lives are on the line here, right?
yeah, really.
And you're betting our lives on just a hunch?
You don't get it. This isn't just any hunch.
Oh, it's the hunch of the lunarist of the stars.
This is an official hunch from the Kaito Momota, luminary of the stars.
Uh-huh.
What?
How illogical. This is even more difficult to comprehend than Kokichi's antics.
You're totally not serious. You can't be that stupid, right?
No, he might actually be that stupid.
Tenko. I agree with you.
Damn idiot!
A damned idiot!
Hey, don't call me an idiot. Anyway, me and Maki aren't the culprit. There's no doubt about it. I believe in Maki.
You what? You believe in her? But based on what?
Huh? I don't gotta base it on anything. No matter where the clues point. In the end, the only thing that matters is what I believe, right? Whether I believe or not. Whether I want to believe or not.
Well, also proof, please.
That's the only thing that matters.
Proof, please, proof.
So, you do not have any evidence?
Only baseless conjecture.
But I totally get where he's coming from. Because I want to believe in Himiko, too.
Want to believe, huh? Yeah, I think I understand that.
Wanting to believe in someone is a beautiful act, yes. However, it is a sentiment that has no place in a class trial.
Exactly.
He's an idiot after all.
It's okay to be idiot, as long as you believe in people.
Okay, everybody, you're gonna depress him.
Guys, I said don't call me an idiot. It really hurts my feelings.
It's true, that's not what a class trial is about. You're supposed to think logically. You can't let your feelings into it. It's absurdity. Total absurdity. Then again, that absurdity saved me before, right? Why? Why do you trust me, Kaito? There's a chance that I'm the
I believe in you, because I want to. Do I need another reason? Do I need any reason other than that?
What?
Isn't that why you believed in Kaede? I mean, sure, I might get betrayed in the end, but if I worry about that, I won't be able to believe in the people I want to believe in.
If I can trust my logic, maybe I should trust Kaito's feelings, too. Yeah, it'll work out in the end, so...
I'll believe in Maki as well.
What?
That's our Kaito, right? Making us think with our hearts.
You too? How could the ultimate detective believe in someone without proof?
But there's no proof linking Maki or Kaito to this crime either.
That is true.
I believe in innocent until proven guilty. For now, they are innocent.
Right on, Shuichi. I knew I picked a good sidekick.
And by the way, I might be the ultimate detective, but I'm in training. I told you that, didn't I? I'm just an apprentice, not a real detective.
How do you plan to get closer to the truth without suspecting either of them? Unless you have evidence to the contrary, these two will remain suspects.
So I just have to turn it around, right?
Huh?
It's not like I owe that idiot a favor or anything just because he defended me. But that hopeless idiot may have encouraged me a bit.
The hell are you talking about? If you know you're innocent and you have stuff that you can use to turn it around, then you would have something that would make nobody suspect you, and then everybody could live. So...
Seriously, enough's enough! Stop calling me an idiot!
What are you trying to say, Maki?
I didn't want to say anything, but I can't stay silent forever.
Are you going to tell us what's in that room?
So I'll tell you.
Oh? Tell us what?
I met up with Ryoma during nighttime yesterday.
What?
At nighttime?
So Ryoma was still alive at nighttime?
I thought the crime took place between 8 and 10 o'clock at night.
That's wrong, because I met up with Ryoma during nighttime.
If that's true, then we have no basis for suspecting only Kaito and Maki.
Yeah.
That's right. Everyone suspected them, because they know have alibis for those times.
That means me and Maki aren't suspects anymore.
Well...
Quit fucking around! You think I'm dumb enough to swallow that line of crap?
Yes, this seems too convenient.
But why did Maki wait until now to mention that?
It's totally obvious! Maki's so desperate that she has to lie.
Well, she could be telling the truth, but it could have to do with her ultimate talent room. Was that a lie? Did Maki lie to us?
How dare she?
Oh, it's fine. It's true, we don't have all the facts. But why would Maki say that now, of all the times? If I trust her innocence, I should believe her statement. But should I? Intermission! Oh, big stretch. Big stretch. Yes, please, I would love to save. Well, this is interesting, and I still have no idea who it would be. Yes. Wonderful. And then that...
Now then.
Okay, I can pop out. I am going to pop out. Because we have hidden information in intermission. Thank you very much for something relating to arson. Your name is long, I apologize. I had to look to edit again to be like, to make sure I got it right. But thank you for hanging out. And thank you for a day of August as well. I had to look at everybody's name. I apologize. For also hanging out earlier. It was great. We had a wonderful time, and I am really getting into the story. Yeah, it was fun. But it is getting to be that time, and I have to prep for very cold weather tomorrow. And I had to get some sleep, unfortunately. Well, I like sleep. Sleep is a good time. Waking up early, bad time. Bad time, bad time. I'm a night owl. I'm not an early bird. But I'm working, so gotta do that. Arson, if you'd like. That is fair. Now I did August and arson. That is fair. I'll probably will do that. Maybe, if I remember. I don't know. If you have not noticed, I am sometimes very scatterbrained. And my mouth runs faster than my mind, at times. But, nonetheless, thank you very much for joining. I had a good time. I hope you had a good time. At the very least, learning a little bit more about... I feel like, from what I've heard from you, you are familiar with all the class trials, but not necessarily the gameplay outside of that. Unfortunately, I think you popped in basically just before we got to the class trial, though. But nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed this one way or another. It is now time to go unconscious. That is true. And with that, thank you very much once again. Thank you everybody who has watched this in the future potentially, because I also have a YouTube channel, FreyFire. Same thing. Have had it for the longest time. I might be uploading this there. We will see. I haven't uploaded any of my Twitch stuff there yet, but I have downloaded all of this, so I have the potential to archive it. We'll see what happens. If people are listening to this in the future, then that means it's archived. If not, then we just had a fun time, and I'm fine with that as well. Thank you again. I'm gonna go to sleep and prep for tomorrow, and we will see each other about, like, maybe, I don't know, 3.5 hours. I can't do math. 20.5 hours from now. 3.5 hours ago in the past. Tomorrow. Ugh. Numbers. I don't know what time it is for you there. It's 12:35 for me now. I basically started this at 9. I'll try to do like a regular time schedule thing to go around 9. So 9. I'll see you at 9, mayhaps. Thank you very much again, and yeah. It was a blast. I did not bring up Task Manager, so I'm not ready to end stream. Now I'm ready to end stream. Thank you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Have a good night, Arson.